Welcome, 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 welcome. I am here, man. It is the Morning Brew, and it is the Morning Brew live tour. And today we are right back at it, man. Shouts out to my man Triller Smith. He said, I'm on time today, bright and early. Shouts out to Triller Smith, man. First one up. And if you are wondering, we are not in the studio. We are live from Big D's Donuts in the heart of Algiers. And if you bear with me 1 second, it looked like my screen may be frozen. So if you just give me a second, I'll be catching up with you guys. This has seemed to be an everyday thing. But I got my main man, Mr. Serv, on in the building. And of course, we got a dope show lined up for you on a big old winning Wednesday. We're going to talk a little Calvin Johnson. I'm sure we're going to talk some national news and figure out what's going on with the president and this Iran conflict. And I do want to remind everybody out there to hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that share button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that share button, hit that like button. All right. In the meantime, in between time, serve just to get us rolling this morning while I do a little behind the scenes work. How was your day yesterday? What'd you end up doing? How your week been going? Running with me, bro. Catch us up, man. Catch us up to speed, brother. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's going on? Your mic on? I lost you on the sound. What is it? No, it wouldn't be that. It would have to be something on this side, and I'm not
Yeah.
really.
Oh, there I am.
There you
You
go.
want
There
me?
you
How
go.
would I be sure if this wasn't love behind compare? Okay, I'm sorry. I watched too much Fred Sanford. All right. Yeah, man. So so far, man. Honestly, man. I'm gonna give you some flowers, man. I've been, me making this transition, into media, and I've saw it in the studio. And you always tell me about on location, and when we out, when we outside the studio, you like, sir, you're gonna see putting everything together. You know what I'm saying, and having to be able to not be out my element because, of course, I perform in big arenas or whatever, whatnot. And I can honestly say I was more nervous, when we first started this, what I'm saying, this week over here on location, because you know how I am. I don't like messing up because I know I represent you, right?
Right.
And I've gotten used to people walking in, and people seeing us and watching what we doing or whatever, whatnot. And you've really helped ease me through it. Like how they said, let me through it, that talk me, whatever it is, how them youngsters talk. So it's been a good experience. And it's like now another thing on my list of learning from you. So you've been a great mentor. I think you were more easier on me uh, here in his own location than you was when I first got in the studio,
What,
which you was supposed to be hard on me. And
you
and
you
I
you think I'm easier
you're
on
easier
you
on no location because I'm
on
gonna tell you
location? You
when
think I'm more laid
and
back?
when because when you do production
That's
in this,
because I
let me
can't
see.
cuss in front of these
Yeah,
people.
yeah. See, and because yeah, even with the production, yeah, and even with the production aspect of it, like when you be in the studio, you be serious getting it together, and if you get mad in the studio, like something don't go right, I'm like, oh god, here we go. I got to be on point because he already mad. They done messed up things in there. They didn't do what they were supposed to do or whatever previous, and the usual setting up production yourself because you do so many things. So long story short, now out here and we got put all this stuff together and whatever. Then, watching me and showing me, and then it was crazy. You kill me with I'll be with the military style discipline, right? And you really military because you time yourself putting all this equipment together. Sir, look, that was less than 5 minutes. Now it's like, and you more relaxed out here than you are in the studio. If
Think
if
so?
if stuff don't go the way like just now when
You
my
you
mic wasn't on,
you know
you
why?
you didn't get
Cause
that look on your face.
well, you know why? Cause in the studio that stuff is hooked up mostly
Yeah,
every day,
yeah.
and it should be working. So
Hmm.
I don't have on the road when you're doing live shows. I don't have as serious of an expectation.
Yeah.
I expect things to go wrong. Unfortunately, when you're doing a live show,
Hmm.
that's just from the experience of doing it a long time. I don't care if you pre-plan, you try to get it perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's live, right? And I think because I know that it's live, I try to make sure that I use grace
Yeah.
with the live shows, because me getting upset on location, it only makes it worse for everybody, if that
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
But I've learned a lot. Like I've
Like
learned on
even
location.
even even the people, you got people coming in the studio, it's just us, so
Yeah.
nobody can see like behind the scene. But like when you come live on location, it's like bringing everything that we normally do behind the scene. It's like bringing all of those things in front of people. And just like you say you're a representation of me, I feel like I'm a representation of the Morning Brew and so many
It's a
people
brand, man.
and
It's a
projects and everything
uh,
that I'm working on and that I've worked towards. So I wouldn't want anybody to judge me
mhm.
on us hooking up stuff and me having a frustrated moment
Yeah.
and actually try to
No,
put that on the whole
hold up. I
squad.
want to
You
switch
feel
that.
what I'm
I want to
saying?
fix that. You never get frustrated. You might get angry in the studio, not at me, of things not put together the way they're
Yeah, yeah,
supposed to
yeah,
be.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But and
definitely.
so and then when you get like that, I could tell like, oh, I better be on point. You know what I'm saying? Because he gonna be even more strict on the show, which I like. I'm military, so I like the challenge and the discipline of it. And then watching you, the things you teach me. And now that we on site, like we are right now, you told me like, yo, hey, bro, when we start doing on location, this the way it's gonna be. This how it's gonna be. This how the brand is gonna be even built bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm watching you do your thing. Like I don't watch you DJ. I don't watch you in the music industry from way back in the days. I watch you doing deals in business. Now I watch you up close doing this media thing,
I think
and
that's
now
Tuka.
and now what? And
No, I'm looking at the YouTube.
and now
I see somebody say, "Good morning, people. I like YouTube better than Natasha Coleman." I said, "I think that's Tuka."
the Tasha Coleman,
Yeah, I think that's Tuka on the
is
YouTube
her real
page.
name Natasha?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it's on. It's
Yep.
on.
She over on the YouTube. Just for what's good this morning. Esh Muhammad, what up? Am I unfrozen, guys? Yeah, y'all was telling me I was frozen this morning. Put a one in the comments if we look good, if we sound good. I'm looking on my phone. It looks like everything is working good. You're looking very clear over there, bro. You're looking that
Yeah. It was. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm a man. How the lady say I exfoliate.
exfoliated.
Yeah, man. I take care of my skin, man. I mean, I take care of my skin. Because I put this up once a year ago. For stuff to tell ladies to buy the young teenagers, right? And I had a few. I had a few dudes like, man, you use look like you lose men's dubs, men's this, and you put all this stuff on your face and all that. I'm like, yeah, man, I take care of my face, man. I wash my face.
Man,
I used to
ain't
have,
ain't
I used
ain't
to have
nothing
yeah,
wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with brothers having good skin.
yeah,
I like to think that I have some pretty good skin myself.
man. I don't want my face. When I was young, I used to have a bump here and there, man. So, you
Shout
know,
shouts out to that car staff right there. That look like car right there. I thought I seen a lot of people
uh,
from car come over here, man.
I can't. We got to move here. We got to
We
move.
gotta find a spot on AP Turo.
No, it might be some shots around there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We be ducking and talking about, yeah, the morning brew. Wow. Yeah, so but nah, man, I truly definitely, man, I really learned from that. So I gotta give you flowers, man, because man, this dude work hard, man. What y'all see is him. I carry equipment. You know what I'm saying? I carry the equipment and he get everything all together. You know
Stop
what I'm
it!
saying?
Stop it! Stop
Man,
it! Stop
man, let me tell you something.
it!
I tell people, like, what was it? What was the movie? He said, I was on fries. Next week, I'm gonna be on salads, right? Hey, I carried equipment and bags and records for Master P at one time and was his driver. Hey, ended up with a #1 album, homie. So hey, I've carried your equipment.
Such an inspiring story.
No, I'm serious, dog. But that's what a lot of young people, and we should talk about that one day. A lot of young
You
people
know
I've
what?
seen today, they don't want to go through the
The
journey.
grind
Yeah,
part.
the
The
journey.
grind part.
They
Like
automatically think I'm better than the teacher. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes, yes,
So
yes. That is a thing that I feel like I haven't figured out how to talk about it. I've brought it up on shows before, but one of the things that I am most appreciative about is the ability to serve, right?
yeah,
Like it's one thing to be a leader, but whenever you have the humility to be able to serve and you know what I'm saying, be a part of somebody else and take direction and see somebody's vision and be able to push that vision to another level. I think that is something that is missing in the our community, bro.
yeah, and
Like
because
I feel like that's one of the reasons why it's very difficult for us to have major movements. Like if you think about it, just even on you could pick any industry, but in community outreach, I'll pick community outreach because community outreach is something that everybody is kind of wanting to jump into, and it's community activism, right? Even in that space, bro.
we're gonna talk
Imagine,
about that too today.
imagine if we had some kind of hierarchy or whatnot, or imagine if we had some camaraderie to be like, you know what, when this community activist is doing this thing, whatever it is, we're gonna all be out there and we're gonna support him in his event. And then when this community activists start talking about their cause, whatever it may be, because all these community activists have different causes, right? So why can't we all, partner up on different causes? You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, look, you tap in, you jump on that cause, and when you jump on that cause, we gonna come support you. And when we got this cause going on, we
Man,
we gonna come over there and we gonna jump on that. And then whatever
hmm
cause it is, whoever the leader is of that cause, we let them be the leader. You feel what I'm saying? And we fall back
now,
and play our role to support the leader in that particular cause.
yeah,
Now, what if we could take that equation and put that inside of
yeah,
everything, bro, that we
okay.
do?
I'm gonna give you something that's crazy. I'm gonna show you. That's why I always tell you. Now, you notice I always bring stuff up that you spoke about months ago because it actually matters on today. A lot of times you speak before you manifest stuff, and I think you don't really catch it with yourself, right? Because you do it a lot. Now, I spoke one day when I first really started getting on Instagram and learning people, the players, the activists, right? And I remember when I, learned about Reggie Ford, right? And which was very inspiring. Okay, how you doing? Well, I'm on it, brother. And so, and and then I learned about well, I knew Byron Cole. I always knew Byron Cole. He went to St. Aug. So personally, so now I'm sitting and I'm like, why are they beefing? I'm like, do they understand within rap movements win everything? And people say, well, yo, it's going back to rap. I learned a lot through it.
Right. It was
When
a
you
big
say,
part of your
yeah,
life. So
when you say Snoop Dogg, right, it's Death Row. You say Juvenile, it's Cash Money. You say Master P, it's No Limit. Those are movements. They made it where a team came together and won in a big way, a movement, right? And I said to them, I said, we got so many things going on. And I think Red speaks about one thing, Byron speaks about one. And I made and I wasn't being disrespectful. I said they like Malcolm and Martin. Reg is more soft spoken and factual and whatever the how he fight. And Byron was like Malcolm by any means necessary to me. And I said they talk about different things. So imagine if, and I said this one day, I said, imagine if both of them come to an agreement. Now, Reg will help Byron what he's passionate about that's going to be good for the community. He'll help support him on that push. And then Byron could be that strong, louder voice for what Reg is pushing for. And I'm like, imagine, and a couple others, in the JDs and everybody else, right? And imagine if they put it together the correct way and get a lawyer on their team or somebody. Now they go, so now they can press harder, right? And man, they not Reg. Man, certain people got mad with me, like, no, because then the bad words come out, the coon words and the sellout words and all that other stuff. And I'm like, y'all not seeing what I'm saying, what you saying. Imagine if each one of y'all have passion stuff about the community. Now one goes at this by itself. This one goes at this by itself. Now imagine if 4, 5 of y'all come with an agenda and say, this month, this quarter, we're fighting for equality on this. And we all gonna apply to this. And then the next one on this agenda, we're applying to this. We're going at this. Okay, school stuff like say you join John Don, school and education and things with the kids mean a lot with you. Okay, now imagine all of them coming and saying converted say we want pep rally with a purpose because Don teaches the kids. We want them in every school and going to the school board, put pressure on them. Now imagine a lot would get done better, right? Same thing you're
No,
saying.
no,
And
100%.
so,
Yeah.
and I think that's what we're missing in New Orleans. We have great voices, even when people go off on Byron Cole.
But we
Like,
can't put a movement
together,
together
it's
to
no movement.
save our life.
The late Jesse Jackson.
We can't put a movement together. That's what it is. We got a lot of great people. Man, we got a team full of superstars. You remember in sports, and you get a team full of superstars, and people be trying to figure out why they can't win the championship. That is New Orleans right now.
When
we can get to the playoffs, but we can't win the championship.
When Miami got together with LeBron and all them, and they lost their first time to Dallas, and they were more or less like, well, LeBron, at the full quarter, blah 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 blah, right? No, Dwayne Wade actually finally came out and said, I was watching and I shouldn't have been watching. I was a superstar also. I shouldn't have just been watching. I saw my young brother falling, and I didn't step up like I should have stepped up. And that's what you're saying, because the first thing they said, they'll win championships once we all get on the same accord and together. And what they did, they ran off 3 straight. So, I think that's what, and I think that's what's missing, because if all of them could come to an agreement, right? You know what I'm saying? And if Byron, if you passionate, because like, and Reggie used to say this, man, Byron Cole is necessary. Like, he is necessary, no matter you don't like his methods or whatever, outside of the screaming at women and the kids.
Well, you look at it from this point, right? Like, you have flaws, right? I have flaws, right? But one thing that we have figured out with each other and working with each other is, because I trust you, sometimes my flaws don't show up as much, because you are able to either help me with those flaws so that they are not as noticeable, or I'm either able to take direction from you to work on those flaws. So if you imagine those brothers coming together, some of those flaws that we look at from some of our counterparts, maybe those flaws don't show up as much because you taking direction from a team of people. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Iron sharpens iron. So whenever you around somebody that's better in a particular area, I'm gonna tell you one thing about me. Whatever area that I'm weak in, I try to be around somebody that's strong in that particular area, because I know one thing for sure. If I'm a competitor and if I see you advancing in that area, I'm going to start working on myself and evaluating myself and say, I mess with you all the time. Right now, I mess with you all the time. I say, man, Serv so sensitive. he is. He's so compassionate. I'm gonna say compassionate because it sounds better. Sensitive that could be a bit
much.
You know
what? But you know what? I don't want you to change that. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you why. You'll finish real quick. I'll say this real quick. I think it's time as black men. It's okay to be sensitive.
Exactly.
We have mothers, and see when that's held against us, we get in defensive mode, and then we start losing what some of our beautiful mothers gave us, because our beautiful mothers, and I feel God gave us, if God didn't give us sensitivity as a man, an alpha man, you know what I'm saying, the world would be definitely doomed, because we would kill easy.
Right. You feel and so
I'm used to it. I accept it now. Like, yeah,
but it make me better. It make me better, because sometimes I feel like I could be uncompassionate. I could be unempathetic sometimes in certain situations, because I can get into a mode where I be like, oh, it's all about business. And, I ain't caring about no emotions, and I'm not thinking about the extra circumstances that's going on. And in all actuality, to be the most perfect person, it take a little bit of all of these things. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you're correct. And the thing that I think, like that you're speaking of, and also I think a lot of times with us as black people, and a lot of people hear me on there, we're talking about black people, because my main My love, man, is for my community,
He
man.
said, "Look, I can't help it."
Yeah, man. You know, and so, and it's like my love is for my people, man. It's I want us to be better because I see the bigger picture. I see, you know, and I hate saying his name or whatever, whatnot. I hate saying his name. You know what I'm saying? But Adolf Hitler, and I mentioned this before. He said the West stole God's greatest diamonds. That was the black people. So everyone see our greatness except us sometime. And so what my thing is, man, I look at the fact of if us as black men and something, you know, just for a big knowledge we always talked about on here, collaboration over competition. So if I'm on here with you, no matter what I've done in the music business, but as boys, I know what you've done in media and music. See, this is, and I'm respectful enough to say that he did it in music, he did it in media, he he done did it in several ways. So guess what? I'm here to learn. It's not to compete with you. And so when a lot of us, if we ever get to that point in life as black men, where it's like, bro, you're not my enemy. You know what I'm saying? I want to learn from you, my ally. I want to ask you, you know, because you know, you look at a Jay-Z, you know how that thing go around with Jay-Z. Would you take 10,000 meeting with Jay-Z, right? And everybody like, man, give me the 10,000. Now, people say, sir, why would you take the meeting with Jay? I said, see, we don't use our mind like we would use our mind. The connections he have and the questions I can ask him and let him know what I'm trying to get to and what I'm trying to do. I can still get that 10,000 because guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put that meeting, some of the meetings up in the parts up, and I'm gonna get the money back from off the streams of the views, correct?
Right, right,
And
right,
I'm gonna
right,
walk
right.
away where now this man just told me how to get in where I need to get in and what I need to do and what my business is about and whatever would not. You know, and so that's the thing, because most men, black men, you know what they would do? Man, Don cool, but
How much?
I ain't going, you know what I'm
How
saying?
much we getting?
There it is. And but people will look at you and say, and I think that's the problem with social media. Social media,
Trust in the process. Give me 10K,
yeah.
and I
I
can always see Jay-Z on
Nah,
YouTube.
and I hey, and let me tell you something. I understand that, but I'm gonna show you something. A lot of people that say take that 10K, a lot of people don't know how to make that 10K into 100K. Don't know how to make that 100K. And I'm not saying trust the process. No, I'm saying a lot of people don't. We have financial. We hurt when it comes to financial literacy.
That's funny.
You know,
Jay-Z said take the 10K.
yeah, Jay will tell you that because Jay a hustler, and Jay has turned 10K into a
He
million.
said 10K gonna get to a milli.
Yeah, and but how he gonna get there? But see, that's what I'm. But my thing is, and like people say, some people say I'm a fool, but they don't understand. I already got a plan to make that ten
Well,
thousand
I
up.
definitely think it's more than one way to
Yeah,
skin a cat.
yeah. So, but what I used that example was because a lot of people, our young people, and even our grown people, you know what I'm saying? Social media has made it where I see this one make it. I don't want to go through the journey. Don. Yeah, Don is a media guy, but man, I got a platform where I'm killing it. And you take that same person, and they set that same person up in the arena, right, and to do a big show, right, and they get on there and they bomb, right, and it's over for them because let's be totally honest, they was never under anybody. They never was
Right.
humble themselves to learn. You know what I'm saying? And they won't come sit with you.
And I also think I think it's also very difficult to be a leader without working up under somebody
Yeah.
and seeing what a leader do. I definitely, for me in media, people will look at it, and I've got TVs. I've had owned TV stations. I've owned radio stations. I've been on a million radio stations. But a lot of people don't know. I interned for a long
Mm-hmm.
time. I worked up under other program directors for a long time. I took jobs that was very humiliating for a long time before I actually got to a point where God blessed me to be in a situation where I could be a leader. And that's why I don't take those things um, for granted. And honestly, I think that's another reason why we fall into a lot of bad leadership in nowadays, because people don't really understand how to be a leader. Like sometimes it takes learning how to be a
Yeah.
leader.
They
Like some of the
man,
qualities
you have to watch somebody do it.
a good leader would never sell their followers down a into a tragedy.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I see people lead the people that are backing them into a burning building. I see it happen every day. And I think that happens because so I say this all the time. I say most of us as black people, when we get into a leadership position, the majority of the time that we get into a leadership position, we're gonna make a lot of mistakes because nobody never trained us how to be a leader. By the time we get into a leadership position, somebody died, something happened. Like by the time we get to a leadership position, nobody groomed us. Nobody groomed us for a leadership position.
And a
we
lot of
just
times, yeah.
we just ended up in a leadership position. We ain't never had no training. Ain't nobody never let us make decisions. So we get in a leadership position. We have no idea what to do with a leadership position.
A lot of times we come.
That's why soon. Let me say this last part.
I'm sorry.
That's why. That's why when we get in authoritative positions, that's why we be on our high horse and acting crazy and doing crazy stuff.
I'm the H and I C, huh?
You know why we be doing it? Because we don't know what because we think that's what leaders do.
Yeah.
We think that's what people in charge do. I seen it on TV. I seen it on social media. This is how a boss supposed to act. And then we just start imitating what we seen that we think was your boss. And most of the time what we seen wasn't even the right thing. So now we just imitating the wrong thing and thinking that we right.
Man, I've seen it with young artists, right? Best example I could say to back that up. I've seen it with young artists that, okay, he'll rap for you, right? And he rap and he tell you he harder than this. And even get to the point, Serv, I'm telling you, I'm hard. I've been that way. Told me to my face, one guy, right? So what I wanted to teach him, I said, well, come to the studio. I said, can you put an album together? Can you make a hit record? I'm a hit walking, right? I put him in that studio, bro.
Oh, he said, "I'm a hit walking."
That's what he showed me. I put him in that. I put him in that studio, free studio time, everything, right? And I gave him beats from a multi-platinum producer, KLC, right? KL was sitting there. KL was basically K was whatchamacallit. He was being the engineer, right? And K hard on you, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't watch K record Jay. I didn't watch K record Scarface and tell him do it over. You feel what I'm saying? So when he got in there and he kept on punch me and KL, like, you don't punch it. For all y'all that don't know, is when a rapper mess up on his balls, he like to keep certain balls and then make you punch in right then and there, so he won't have to start over. KL made him start over each time. See, about the fourth time, he was in there frustrated. He act like he didn't want to rap no more. Then he was trying to do the song. So long story short, what I'm saying is, put him in there, and he could not get a hook correct. He could not figure what was going on and this and that and that and that. And I sit there and say, I want you to come around, but I want you to learn. And I want you to watch. I said, you feel you much better than me, but I want you to watch. You know what I'm saying? And I went through a song real quick, doubles ass, everything, and watch him being done. And he sat there, and he was a humble young man. He became humble. He was like, man, I didn't know all of this go into it. You know, he said, because the breathing part and the different things you have to know. And then, so you're not breathing on the track and taking deep breaths and then jumping back in and different things. He did not have no idea. And I think a lot of times in our community, we have such great talented people, but they have yet to know how talented they are, because they will not humble themselves and say, I'm going to learn from Don P. I know I could talk my game. I could talk. I think everybody love him because the hood love me. They love on the corner, but then they'll laugh at somebody. And I went through this when I first got with No Limit, and my dudes that I grew up with, they would, we get in the car, we chill. I'm all excited, telling them what was going on. Long story short, you know what they did? They was laughing. Man, you dropping off CDs to DJs, and you driving him around. Oh, driving Mr. P. That's what they used to tease me about, right?
And they called you driving Miss Daisy.
They say Master P, driving Mr. P. And so wait, this is the funny part about it, right? And this how God works, right?
Well, we know how to joke.
Yeah, so they was joking me. They was getting me too. And I was like, I'm laughing along with it, right? And this was right before Mardi Gras. And they turned in about it, right? The movie thing. So my same partners, they was teasing me that night at the Endymion Parade. P called me and said, "Where you at?" Walked up, right? When he walked up, they was all quiet. You know how people talk, but when people come up, they just looking at him. He walked up and he gave me my tank. He said, "Man, you earned this. You know what I'm saying? We turn it in. I definitely want you on this label," and gave me right then and there $25,000 cash. Right, that was just for doing the song on about it, and stuff like that. And I still had to do my contract.
25K on the
Yeah,
spot
on the spot in the hood,
with the tank
in the hood. Right now, watch this. All I did, I swear, if we had camera phones, I'd have loved it. I turned to them. When I turned to my homies who was just teasing me, talking about, you're at the parade, he about to call you. You probably gotta go drive Mr. P, right? They standing there just looking, couldn't say nothing. And P introduced himself to everybody, blah blah blah. And he said, "All right, man, you be careful, bro. Holler at me. We leaving for LA in the morning." And he left. And that whole night, it was not a joke. After that, like, man, this really happened. This really happening. You know what I'm saying? But then you got that one where he gave you 25. Why he didn't give you 50? Why he didn't give you 100? You know what I'm saying? You still got that one, and so.
Nah,
But
definitely.
the point I'm saying is, it pays off to learn and to sometimes be apprentice. It's okay to be Robin. One day you'll be Batman, but you might have to learn from Batman to be a better Batman.
I don't know how many times you're gonna have to tell that story to get the youngsters and people nowadays to catch that lesson.
They don't get it, man.
But that'll be one that we'll continue to push. Of course, if you're just now checking in, we are live at Big D's Donuts. I'm Don P. I got my main man, Mr. Serv on. No Limit Records is in the building. And if you're wondering why we're not in the studio, one of the things y'all heard me talk about early in 2026 was we wanted to get out of the studio. We needed to get more visibility on the show. And I didn't want to just be relying on social media and just regular forms of getting the show out there. And so one of our jobs was, one of our goals, we said we were going to get out and about and we were going to be moving this show around. Right. And we want to welcome y'all to the first week of the Morning Brew live tour. Each and every week, we're going to be live from somewhere. I don't know if we'll do it a whole week. We testing out a couple different formats.
Look, but why are we going to leave here? Because it's Weird Wild Wednesday, and there's nothing wrong with a hot, warm, melting, iced
I feel
donut.
A pause coming on.
That
just for it.
As you teach, as you take
just
that
for it, I hear a pause coming on.
And as you place that warm, iced donut, melting donut in your mouth.
Now, Brew Crew, say it with me. Pause.
I got to give them one. And remember, no real man accepts a warm banana nut muffin from another man. I'm just saying.
All right. And of course, man, in celebration of us doing our live tour over at Big D's Donuts, I got gifts, man. I've been hooking people up, man.
Come get them. Because I'm gonna get them.
I've been hooking people up, man. Look, Dizzle on the keys, man. What's up, man?
See, I got to announce him right.
He on there?
Yeah,
he on.
I say a Dizzle on the keys. I say a
Dizzle on the keys.
A Dizzle on the keys. A Dizzle on the keys. I say a Dizzle on the keys.
He should have brought lyric. He should have brought lyric over here. We can still do interviews, bro. We still do interviews. When you bring in lyric. Lyrical Bell. She got a new song that's out right now.
My bell.
So we're gonna try to get some guests over here before the end of the week, man.
I'm giving away hot warm donuts.
Everybody been acting all nervous since we live, and I'll be like, well, we're not in the, I'm like, we're not in the studio, but we can still do the interview. And people be like, man, we got to do it in front of people. And I'll be like, don't you want to do the interview in front of people?
What Kendrick Lamar say? Pop out and show me.
Yeah, he did say that.
Pop out and show me.
I'm gonna pop out and show him.
Pop out and show. Come see us, man. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm a very nice person, in person, and I'm especially nice around big back activity. And behind my back right now is the biggest activity I could ever have.
And y'all see them donuts back there, man. I got a dozen.
I can tell you all the flavors right now.
I got a dozen of donuts, man. A dozen of free donuts for you. All you got to do is pop up on me. And if you don't do donuts, you don't do sweets, I could give you a combo from the chicken box. And if that ain't good enough, I could hook you up with 3 pounds, 3 pounds,
And
3
they-
pounds.
And they not 1 pound, 3 pounds.
3 pounds.
How many pounds?
3.
I say how many pounds?
3.
I say how many
All
pounds?
3 of y'all.
All 3 of y'all. There it is. And I'm gonna tell you something. They be hot. Hold up. You know it's Weird Wednesday for me. They be hot and they be spicy. And you can
Man,
cut the heads.
we want the
and
people
eat
to
the
come.
tails.
We want the people to come get the crawfish, not stay away from the crawfish.
No. I'm telling they ain't don't who's ever been afraid of something hot and spicy?
Probably nobody, but they just don't do it in public.
It's Wild Weird Wednesday. You know what I'm saying?
Weird Wednesday. Shouts out to Biosocial. Oh, y'all know what? Since I'm giving
What's tonight?
Since I'm giving stuff away, since I'm feeling all generous, Serv is rubbing off on me with the sensitivity.
Yeah, they missed. I need a man with
sensitivity.
I'm gonna that part. A man like
So
me.
I need y'all to look. So that brings me to the next thing I'm giving away tonight. Kobe-yoki karaoke is going down at Bayou Social, and
say his name better than that.
Kobe-yoki karaoke.
Karaoke.
And it's going down tonight, man. I got 1 table available tonight, man. I normally have about 4 or 5 tables that I could give away.
And you could dance on the table if one of y'all want to dance on the table.
No, we don't do that at Bayou Social.
I got my ones ready. I got some ones.
You can dance on the floor.
I got some ones ready. I got some gift cards.
Yeah, man, we giving all kind of stuff away, man. Y'all gotta win some of this stuff. I got a free VIP table for somebody at Kobe-yoki karaoke. Shouts out to Livingston School. They're going to be our special guest tonight.
Oh,
the teachers and staff of Livingston, they'll be able to get that complimentary table and a complimentary drink at Kobe-yoki karaoke tonight.
Yeah.
So make sure you come through.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what else I got. Oh, shouts out to my man Digital on the keys.
I say Digital on the keys. Digital on the keys.
He said he got something to give away too, bro. He got something to give away too. He said he want to give away 2 tickets to see Hot Sizzle, Hot Boy Ronald.
Wait, hold on.
The Next Level Band tonight on Frenchman Street at DBA.
It's a hot night.
Man, this is a date night for somebody right here.
Hot Boy Ronald?
You get 2 tickets.
I walk like
Ronald. You call your favorite friend girl or friend guy.
Hot Sizzle?
Man, you go see Hot Boy Ronald.
There, you know what's gonna be? It's gonna be a lot of moving around there.
And you got the 2 tickets to DBA. And as a matter of fact, you come get your this is gonna be a fire little date right here.
Yeah, you
come get your VIP table.
Yeah, get your crawfish.
You come get your crawfish
first.
Take her to go eat some crawfish.
Hold up, I'm about to go there.
Then you come to karaoke, and you got the VIP table. You feel what I'm saying? You got the VIP table. We're gonna give you the little complimentary.
You know how good a
drinks and stuff like that.
You know how good a stunt that is.
And look, then you pull it off and you say, I know you done had a couple drinks. You done sung a little bit.
Let's dance the night away.
I ain't finished 2-stepping with you, baby.
Oh, there it is.
Let me take you to Frenchman Street for a nice little stroll, and then you get 2 free tickets. You got the 2 free tickets to DBA, and then you bring her on Frenchman Street to DBA.
And then she gonna
it don't get no better than that.
She gonna let loose. Now, ma'am.
Now that's what you call balling on a budget, right there.
I'm gonna tell you something. You know that
for the free 99.
For the free 99. I mean, and who gonna turn down some crawfish?
Ain't gotta pay for nothing but some gas.
Who gonna turn down crawfish? Who gonna turn down a good drink, a little singing, and then you might find out a little something about her or him, because it might be a female that go do this to a guy. You might find out a little something because the song that he decided to do at karaoke, you might find out something. You feel what I'm saying? So now you done got yourself. Okay, I see where she going at. I see where he going at. And then you take him on Frenchman. And once you take him on Frenchman, Dizzle on the keys, then pop them up in there with Hot Sizzle and Ronald, they're going to let loose. They're going to let their hair loose. They're going to if your man going to let loose, whatever you got to let loose, you know what I'm saying? And the night just might end up with coming back to these donuts in the morning to get coffee and donuts.
So Dizzle on the keys, he said, all you have to do is follow at @nextlevel_NOLA and share the flyer on your story to win those tickets, man. So if you follow at @nextlevel_NOLA, And then
I ain't gonna do it. I got a wife here already. I ain't got to go through all that.
I ain't gonna even lie though. That's a nice little date right there.
I'm gonna tell you something. That's a kind of that's a cool that's a cool little gangster thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, let me show you my wild side. Look, because it's a good stunting because you're walking there getting a VIP table at Bayou Social. Like, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna take you to nice places. Then I'm gonna take you back to the to the hood and bring you back to the with Dizzle on the keys over there, where you could go down shake and let your life go. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
that Frenchman
Yeah.
Street, man. You
Yeah.
can't go wrong with Frenchman Street.
I used to go to a place on Frenchman where they had the tacos. What was the name of that
So
place?
that's all of the gifts that we got today. We got a dozen of donuts from D's Donuts, or you have the opportunity to win free combo from the chicken box. I can hook you up with that. And or you could win 3 pounds of crawfish, 3 pounds of crawfish. I could hook you up with that. All you got to do is tap in with your bro, and I got the hook up. Even if you're hanging out in the restaurant right now, if you could tell us the name of this show, I got you. I can hook you up on the spot. All you got to do is listen for a few minutes. I'm sure that I will say the name of this show, The Morning Brew.
And then the young lady, is she back there? My partner, that she went to Landry. Even though she went to Landry, I'm sorry.
Oh
Listen,
yeah.
she nice, man. That's my partner. She don't want to go get you the hot donuts.
She lucky. We didn't set our extra mic up. We were supposed to interview her today, so she could tell us about these donuts.
But long as she go keep going, get those hot, icy,
pause,
warm donuts.
You got to stop doing that, brother.
What I'm doing? What I'm doing? Hey,
you got to be.
You know what? We're gonna give if somebody tell how many times Don tell me pause during the week, starting next week on the next at Friday, I'm gonna pay for a meal at Bayou Social. If y'all could tell an exact amount of times he tell me pause in a week's time.
All right, they're gonna have to keep up.
Hey, all right, brother. You got them donuts, huh?
Yeah.
I see you smiling. You got them donuts. There it is.
Come on. Hey, here you go, bro. I heard you checking us out. Let me hook you up. Let me hook you up, man. Let me hook you up real quick. I know you're in a rush. All right. I'll pass it on to the next person for you. He said, pass it on to the next person.
I like that.
He said, hey, man.
He went to Co.
He said, I'm blessed.
He went to Co.
He said, I'm blessed. He said, pass it on to the next person.
Let that have been somebody went to coin.
They would give me that.
But give me.
Girl, give me that. All right, come on, man.
I bet you this lady.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Oh, Miss JV5 said, are we able to call in? You'll be able to call in maybe tomorrow, possibly tomorrow. I'll have it set up for the phone line, and I'll have the phone line up there.
Miss JV5, we will make sure that happens for you. But for right now, send a pigeon with a Kango on, and we'll get the message.
Right. As a matter of Miss JV5, for your inconvenience,
that's my girl, man.
For your inconvenience, Miss JV5, I'm a put
she been big support.
I'm gonna put a gift card on hold for her because she go watch the YouTube videos and everything.
Isn't she in town though?
She in the city. She live in Gentilly.
She's scared to come because she know.
She said she can hear the music for Jazz Fest at her house. We're gonna go over there.
Yeah, put a chair out, man.
Yeah, we're gonna go over there with our lunch over there. But you know, Miss JV5, she a real live Christian. I don't even know if we could drink by her house.
Well, we could put it in a different bottle.
I have to treat her like I treat treat her like I treat my mom.
Did Jesus
put my
give
drink.
Out wine?
No, see, when I go to my mama's house, I put my drink in a cup. She don't allow us to be drinking at her house like that, even though we all grown with kids and grandchildren.
But didn't Jesus give out wine?
My mama don't care nothing about that.
No, I'm talking about Miss JV5. Well, can we? If we come there, can we stand on a corner and drink?
Mama Don don't let us.
Yeah, that's how my mama was.
We have to. I ain't gonna even lie.
I think it was unfair with my mama. God rest her soul, mama. I know you're watching out on me, but tell the truth. She used to drink that Taylor cream and sherry, but then once she got saved, even more so, then we couldn't drink in the house. But she had the Taylor cream and sherry back in the day.
I mean, you got a point, sir.
How they do us like that?
You got a point. Miss JV5 said, I'm gonna be looking for that gift card as long as y'all don't get sloppy. She said, we good as long as we don't get sloppy drunk.
Oh, God.
We don't do that no more.
Wait, what defines that? Wait, what that defines that? Because
we don't do that no more.
Well, just know this. I don't get drunk and clothes come off. You ain't got to worry about that, Miss J. I ain't cussing and fighting. I don't do that. Drinking makes me happy.
I almost said a joke. I'm gonna just leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
All right, look, let's get into topics, man.
Yeah.
We're at the top of the hour. It's about that time. We got to get ready to jump into some topics.
Yeah.
Shouts out to my brew crew that tapped in this morning, man. Let me see if I can give some shout outs really, really quickly for Serv. Start running down topics. I see Just Ford in the building. S. Muhammad is in the building. Who else we got in the building, man? Trilla Smith is in the building. Who else we got in the building?
Day, man.
Grind Time is in the building. Trust in the Process. Dizzle on the keys. Just to name a few. Oh, and then don't forget, man, we got our squad over there on YouTube, man. Shouts out to my girl Tuka. Tomorrow, Things to Do Nola. We should be able to get Things to Do Nola.
I can't ever find.
Try the Morning Brew. Try the Morning Brew.
Like that?
No, to take off the that part, the numbers, and just go the Morning Brew. It should pop right up. Oh, it's probably separate words. But
there we go.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, I'm on there now. I'm on all y'all. Now
you see, we
where y'all.
Hey, we all the way live. We all the way live now. All right. Oh, Miss Nee _ Nee. Miss Nee _ Nee. I forgot about Miss Nee _ Nee. She tapped in this morning. Now you ready? You ready to jump into some topics, brother?
Yeah. One of the things that we definitely want to talk about. I want to say this might be controversial, right? But within the Black community, you know what I'm saying, are podcasts becoming the news, where people are always finding out what's actually going on according to the podcast instead of actually looking at the real news? And is that damaging?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? You know, because it's like kind of like, hey man, you know,
and podcasts, social media, and stuff like that is not regulated by the FCC.
yeah. You know, so I'm kind of
so.
You know,
I'm saying, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, if you ask me, if the world was ending and they dropping bombs on us, I don't think I'm gonna be watching certain podcasts, listening to them, because they'll tell you the club is open.
But let me throw you
outside.
Let me throw another scenario at you. Let me throw another scenario at you, bro. All right, so podcasts, and they not actually regulated by FCC regulations, but on-air things are regulated by FCC regulations. But if the government runs the FCC and it was a situation where we wanted to get information out and the government didn't want us to get that information out, would you want to get that information from the something that's FCC regulated, or would you want to get that information from someone that's not regulated by the FCC? Because why would the government allow you to tell you things that
sometimes podcasts give you the truth?
I'm just saying, and I'm gonna come on that type of level because I am one of those type of people where I believe where the government gonna tell you what they want you to know.
Yeah,
I just feel like when it comes to government, I just feel like they tell you what they want you to know, and most of the time, the things that they tell you, it sides with the people that they make the money with, right?
Yeah.
Like greed leads a lot right now in this capitalistic state. Even though I love capitalism, one of the byproducts of capitalism that I hate is greed. And greed, it can take us out, bro. Like, man, people being selfish and greedy. If you got somebody selfish and greedy that is in control of anything that you got going on, I promise you, you're gonna have issues. You're gonna have some kind of problems, and I think capitalism leads to that. And then the government being in charge of what's being said and put out there, I just feel like it's a double-edged sword. Well, now you could give me your thoughts on that, and I want to hear from the listeners too, man. Y'all type it in the comments. The question is, I'll say it one more time. Sir, put it out there. He said, the question is, are people getting news from podcasts
instead of national news and your local media news? And is that damaging or is that good? You know what I'm saying?
Like, which one is better? Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Trust in the Process jumped in the comments first on this one. Trust in the Process said, that's a good question. I'm going to say now it's about 50-50. So you think it's 50-50? I think more people get their news from social media than
Yeah,
they do
that's what
from
I'm saying.
watching the news.
But that's what I'm saying. Like within social media, most of the time it's the podcasts that are putting up a lot of these things, right? And I think even during this election, right, with this past election, this presidential election, I feel like right now elections are now being won, local, state, federal. They are being won through social media. You know what I'm saying? And so when you look at it right now, and I think Trump administration did it real good, where they made up phrases. Like if it was something that probably was really true, that was not right that they were doing,
Fake news.
There it is. Fake news. You know what I'm saying?
And they
Fake
put
news.
it out there so many
Think
times.
about how big fake man would it because I looked it up. Boy, whoever trademarked fake news, they won.
I could give you a con though. I kind of lean towards, well, when it comes to media, I think competition is best. And whether that competition is terrestrial media, radio and television, or whether that competition is um new media, which is going to be podcasts and social media, right? I think competition is best when it comes to media. You need to have as many people putting out opinions as possible so that people don't get locked in on one thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think the other side of this is what scared me about social media and people getting their news from social media is the use of AI and bots. Do you know half of the time the people that you talking to in the comments of these social media posts, the majority of the time that's AI or bots? Like,
yeah, I'm starting to really get on to that. You know what I'm saying? I think more or less for me, it was like with music. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh man, he so let me had that many streams, and I'm like, I don't see him having that many streams. You know what I'm saying?
So if we basing it off of social media, right? Like, so we basing our information off of social media. If the bot go and comment on something 1,000 times, does it sway your opinion on that particular situation? Because you know how like sometimes you see a news story on social media, and then the next thing that you do is you go and read all of the comments. At least myself, that's what I do. I go and start reading all of the comments. Once I start going to read all of the comments, sometimes that may sway my opinion one way or the other way. And so if you're getting your information from social media and the bots are controlling social media, then what's the situation with that?
I mean, it's hard because I think it brings a disbelief type of society. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's damaging with those bots and things like that because when you really look at the situation, you know what I'm saying, how that can really affect, you know what I'm saying, what you might do. What if it's a very emergency situation? You know what I'm saying? And you're like, man, that's fake news. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there you got all these bots that's saying this. You get what I'm saying?
So the problem, you feel like the problem with getting it from podcast or getting your information from social media, you feel like the problem is the fact of the matter that you can't vet the stories fast enough.
And not just the bots, that person's beliefs. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? Like for instance, if that person feels like
Social media and stuff like that's so personal.
yeah, very, very, very.
Shouts out to Adore 99. Oh Weezy for Sheezy. Lolo Orleans. What up with it, bro? In the building, tapped in this morning, man. We got a couple of people tapping in. I do want to remind y'all, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that share button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that share button, hit that like button. It is the Morning Brew. You can catch us on 1059, 1057, also on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Just a few of the places that this programming is live streaming. Also, I'll take this opportunity while Serv is doing a little bit of housekeeping over there. You got a chance to win a free dozen of donuts, combo from the chicken box, and also 3 pounds of free crawfish. 3 pounds of free crawfish. Let me see. I need a question or something, man. I need a question or something
right.
to give away our first giveaway. We need a trivia question.
I got this. I think I got this. All right. And this go. You want to make it a little easier or hard?
You can make it medium. You can make it medium.
Okay. Everybody know music. What was Juvenile's first hit song? And you have to get it correct.
What was Juvenile
And I
first
give you a hint.
hit song? Regional hit or national hit?
Just region. It ended up going regional. You know what I'm saying?
Did it go national?
No, not national. So we going.
So it was a regional song.
And I'll give you in the cover.
And it was local.
In the cover, he was in a bathtub with a bunch of money.
And he was in the cover. He was
how he got discovered. This song is the thing that really got him on.
This is what got Juvenile discovered.
So we gonna go with Juvie.
And the cover he had, he was in the bathtub with a lot of money.
With a lot of money on it.
It was a regional hit, so I mean, it was like, you know what I'm saying, local / regional.
Yeah, and he was with DJ Jimmy at the time.
And he was with DJ Jimmy.
And I'm gonna give you another hint. It's that word. It's a word that
ain't nobody gonna be able to figure this one out.
I don't think nobody gonna get this.
And
they gonna go. They gonna Google. If you don't do it in the next 5 minutes, you're cheating.
Yeah, you're gonna bounce for Juvenile.
That's what said. Somebody put it in there.
Miss Nee _ Nee.
There it is. Bounce for the Juvenile. That
all
was
right,
Miss
Nee _ Nee. What do you? Which gift do you choose? You get one of 3: a dozen of donuts, a combo from the chicken box, or 3 pounds of crawfish. Which one? Which one you want? Got to type it in the comments. We got our first winner. Bounce for the Juvenile. Bounce for the Juvenile.
You know, if we want to do another one, I got another good question.
We're gonna do another one in 10 minutes. Let's get to our next topic. What's the next topic we got?
Well, okay. I know we haven't been talking much about national news, so we ain't gonna get up on Trump them right now. You know what I'm saying? What I want to know, and how do you feel about this, right? When it comes to business, and people always say the word boss, right? What would you rather be? A leader? You spoke it earlier. A boss?
A leader, of course.
Why?
Well, I feel like, man, a boss just come off as wrong to me. And that's just me personal. Like bossy, where it come from.
See,
you feel what I'm saying? Like the root of the word bossy, you feel what I'm saying? It just seemed like one of them type of things. It just seemed like one of them type of things where you doing a lot of telling people what to do, and versus leading, you are actually involved in it. It's action involved with it. It takes doing something. Boss don't really. It's more about telling people what to do. It come from being bossy. It just don't sound good to me.
So you say your boss has no substance. A leader has more substance.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying that, right? Reason why I asked this question, I was looking at this survey, and they were saying that most bosses are not leaders, and most leaders don't know how to be bosses, and that's why within society that, you know, especially in the Black society, you don't have as much movements. You know what I'm saying? Because the one that won't be the boss is always worried about the boss of this situation, and they the face and everything else because of social media. You know what I'm saying? And so the leader that probably would take that movement, that's why we don't have as much movements, because we don't have leaders. We have everyone want to be the boss, want to be the face of it. You want to be that one. You know what I'm saying? Like he's there for the title. And so they said that's the reason why it's not as much movements like you spoke about earlier. And so people were asking, what would you rather be, the boss of something or the leader of something? And so most people pick the boss because the boss has money.
Well, I think
financial.
I think that's also misleading too. People be thinking that because you own something or you run something that you got money. And honestly, when being the boss mean you the last one to get paid.
And it all fall on you.
Yeah, everything fall on you, and you the last one to get paid, man. When you the boss, you gotta pay people when business good, and you gotta pay people when business bad.
Who teaches you? Who teaches you the most? A boss or a leader?
I would assume a leader gonna teach you more because, like I said, a boss, it just sounds like it's derived from the word bossy.
Yeah.
So a boss just seems like a person that just tell people what to do. A leader, it sounds like you leading people. That means you like, come on, go with me, follow me. That means I'm gonna do it first, and then you gonna do it after me.
So do you feel within the Black community and our community, we have we have issues of not having such collaboration and more success to better things and have a more standing ground out here against a oppressive government that wants to keep us down, that we have too many people that's why we can't come together because everybody wants to be the boss. And has that word affected our community? Because that's something they discuss.
I think that word affected our community because of like the image that they gave.
Because they
being
said we
a
don't
boss.
have no more leaders. Today they say we have no leaders. When Jesse died, they said basically that was he was one of the last leaders of yesterday, but he was one of the last leader type. Because remember, he had a movement, Rainbow Coalition, and everything else.
I don't want to get off topic, but I think that statement is untrue about us not having leaders anymore.
So can
I think society still have a lot of leaders. I think the leaders are not getting the publicity that quote unquote a boss get. Like when you say boss, like we put a lot of emphasis on that. Like Rick Ross, I'm a boss. You know what I'm saying? Like
that was his persona. Yeah,
that's really a fad though. Like if that makes sense. Like
so do you think Black people are more of hate?
But it's the we gave it. It's misleading. You know what I mean?
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Like it's a misleading thing. Like so, what most people think a boss is in their head is not nothing what is like being a boss in real life.
Okay, let me ask
you feel what I'm saying? Like I could be considered by some people being a boss in real life.
You're the boss of this show. Yeah, you're the boss.
And I can guarantee you what people think my life is like and what it's like to be in that position. It is nothing like that. It is tons of work.
He got to deal with me. Y'all don't understand. He got to deal with me.
It's tons of work. It's always making decisions. It's worrying about if the decisions that I'm making is putting anybody in a bad predicament. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's not this glamorous thing that everybody trying to make it seem like. Everybody trying to make it seem like, oh, being a boss is so glamorous. That is not glamorous, bro.
Do you think a boss is more, what is it, fictional? You know, in the Black community.
Yeah, I agree. It's a fictional character.
Okay, let me ask you this: if someone was to say right now, okay, and I'll ask you this, and
shouts out to my guy, man, just came in and got him some donuts, man. He got one of them new e-bikes, man. I've been seeing everybody with the e-bikes, bro. You like your bike, man? Like. I was wondering how much one of those cost. $560, and it go 28 to 30 miles per hour, and you saving tons on gas right now. That's what's up. What's your name, my brother? Trayon, let me hook you up, bro. I appreciate you, man. Let me hook you up, man. Let me hook you up real quick, man. Here you go, man. Go follow the Morning Brew on YouTube and check out the Morning Brew Show. 105.9, 105.7, and a plethora of streaming platforms, man. Keep supporting Big D's Donuts, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you, bro. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. I had to hook my guy up. He got that e-bike. I seen it. I want to ask a couple questions about it.
I ain't getting one because somebody hit me. Somebody hit me. I be road raging.
So let me get back into the topic. Okay, I apologize, man. We are live, and sometimes when we live, I be talking to people.
Yeah, he talks.
I can't help it.
Everywhere.
I can't help it, bro.
I started talking to a pigeon one day, but
I was telling them shoot.
but look, okay. Let me ask you this: when it comes to that, right? So right now, if someone anonymously come and say, "Don, we're gonna give $100 million check, $100 million,
$100 million check,
and we need a leader, a spokesman, somebody you could trust that will lead the black community and now we got the money to fight everything that's against us. This $100 million war chest where we can go now. Who would you say? Can you give me three that you feel like, sir, these black people, and this for the black community, they are good. I think they will be
I
good
think they
leaders,
could
or
be
they
good leaders.
spokesmen. And give me three that you were like, you know what, I will listen. And when they first get their first speech, because now the world,
I got a couple of.
okay, in the world, and I hit a scenario too. And now everybody, the whole everybody, all the black people, they're gonna tune in. It might be on our show. They're gonna tune in to give their first speech, and you know when they give it, everybody is gonna follow them. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have betrayal, of course.
It's so many, bro.
So give me,
but
three. Give me three, and it does not matter their age. You know what I'm saying? But who would you be? And we got $100 million war chest, me and you, to back them, where we can have the best of lawyers to fight whatever cause they want to fight, whether it's for reparations and anything that's gonna better the black community, to fight against the parts of the government that are trying their best to keep us oppressed, because it's still oppression on us, and you know that. It's just in a corporate way. You know what I'm saying? In so many ways.
Elijah Muhammad.
Give me three. One. Elijah.
That's one.
Okay.
Elijah Muhammad.
Okay.
Is one of them.
Wait, Elijah Muhammad? Elijah Muhammad?
Not Elijah Muhammad. What?
Farrakhan. There you go.
I was thinking about Farrakhan,
yeah.
and I said
Elijah
Muhammad
would be the ultimate if he was alive. Yes. Okay.
I was saying Farrakhan, not Elijah Muhammad.
Okay.
Sorry about that little mistake right there. Let me see. That's one.
You only give me three. Oh, you want to give me? Oh, you want five?
I'm gonna give you three because it's so many of them though. Like, I'm trying to think of another big national one. Oh, President Obama.
Oh, no, you got a lot of people, black people gonna be mad. They're gonna come at you on that one.
I don't care what the people say.
Number two, because you know they say get on about the LGBTQ, the people community, and in Libya. So two.
You
Obama.
said give us.
No, that's you.
Yeah.
No, but they're gonna be the leader. They're gonna announce to the black community, like, we're moving forward and we're about to fight for everything, our peace, and they're gonna be that leader, that spokesman. So
Killer Mike.
Oh, you took mine. That was number three. So
can I get five?
Yeah, go ahead.
David Banner.
Okay.
All right. And that's four. And I get one more.
Who else?
I get one more. I'm trying to think about a pastor, a national pastor that I could put my trust. Stacey Abrams.
No, you gonna go with Stacey Abrams? Yeah, female. Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Stacey Abrams.
Stacey strong. Was okay if you went into women. So Stacey would be that one. So what about Pastor Jamal Bryant? You didn't.
I like Pastor Jamal Bryant,
but I like Stacey. I like
Pastor Jamal Bryant.
Now it goes
I ain't gonna lie. He came to the top of my mind.
Now you know I'm calculating, right? Because you said something I was gonna ask, because I knew you was gonna put one lady in there. So do you think? Because I feel more white men live on the stance of a woman. I could never follow a woman because I'm the man of the house. I'm everything. You supposed to do this, that, and that. Where black men, they'll have a problem because they respect a black woman and a strength and everything. So do you think a nation of black people will follow a black woman? If she the one that we got this war chest that we're going to fight now, and she's gonna be, and we're gonna protect her. Do you think that they'll follow a black woman?
Let me answer your question before I comment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I think with some massaging, yes.
With some massaging?
Yeah, massaging mean like you got to massage
the
situation.
Okay. Right.
You feel what I'm saying? To get people to kind of buy into the idea.
Because
I don't know if everybody buy into it off the bat, but I don't know if we could get the whole black community to buy into my comment.
There could be less jealousy if a woman, by men, because if it's another man, I always feel like with our people as black men, they have a little jealousy. Like,
I think
why him?
I think a woman would be criticized more.
She'll be criticized more.
Yeah, I think she'll be judged to a higher standard.
Okay. So you said
I
you
think we've
said
I think we've seen that
Farrakhan.
in politics already.
Let's go down, and I want y'all to put some names up. If y'all could just put 3 up. But I want to say, and remember what the question
But
is.
can I add this to it? I don't
Yeah.
want to change your
No,
question.
no, go
I
ahead.
want to add something to it though.
Go ahead.
I do think it would. I think it would. And the way I was thinking about my answer,
Mhm.
I was thinking about it as a team.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that. See,
Because I don't
you,
think that I
you
don't
slick.
think that one.
You
I
slick.
don't think that one person
Okay.
should be in
Well, let's
charge
just say this.
of any
Okay,
movement.
let's just say
I
this.
think
Those 5.
you should have
Okay.
a hierarchy and checks and
No.
balances.
Okay. Those 5. You let's say like a president, vice president. You did it. Secretary was secretary. I mean, Secretary of Defense. Uh, 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 and the 2 others. So you said your 5 would be Farrakhan, Killer Mike, Stacey Abram. Who else you said?
Farrak, did I say you said
Farrakhan, Stacey Abrams, Killer Mike, David
David
Banner,
Banner.
and who was the 5th? Who was another? Who you had? I can't remember who you had.
I can't remember now.
Uh,
Wait, who was the other one?
you had Killer Mike. Let's do it again. Killer Mike, David Banner, Farrakhan, Stacey Abrams, and who was number 5?
Maybe I didn't give a 5.
Okay, well, give me the 5th.
All right. Well, if I gotta give a 5th, let's see.
Now you could do a pastor if you
I
want to.
could do a pastor, and I feel like it'll take a pastor.
Because of their spiritualness and the decisions that need to be made, it'll keep it level.
I like your boy, man. I like your boy. I go with Jamal
You go with
Bryant,
Jamal?
Pastor Jamal Bryant.
What about your pastor?
Pastor Caleb, bro?
It's not about they don't have to. It's not that the world have to know them. You also picking an individual.
He young though.
And that's what might be needed. He might need them young people. He can speak to them.
I feel like to
You think Killer Mike on galvanize?
well,
the
I
young
feel
people?
like you gotta be able a type of person that can run a whole movement. And Pastor Caleb is dope on the spiritual level, though.
Throw him as a wild card. Remember Obama? Oh, you said Obama. That was your
Obama
5th.
was my
That was
other
your
one.
5th,
Yeah,
yeah.
Obama was my
So
other one.
if you had to put together, so basically out there, you guys, we're putting together for us time to come to go fight this nation.
We need to read some comments too.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely go ahead and read them. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna read some comments.
So we
Shouts out
putting
to
this
my
out to the world.
shouts out to my
Listen.
people on YouTube, man. Run my YouTube numbers up, man. Drop me a comment on YouTube. I'll put it up on the screen. Shouts out to 337 Jeezy. That boy Jeezy just joined the chat. Let me read some of
the boot ain't real.
Let me read. I hope you enjoyed your birthday yesterday, bro. Let me read some of the comments real quick pertaining to this topic. If I missed your comments earlier, I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay on topic. But S. Muhammad said you can't discount the minister and Malcolm's teacher, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. His words are relevant to today, and his solutions were and are on point. That was one of our comments.
I agree with it, but it's Muhammad biased though.
Miss JV5 said no Muhammad. He speaks hate towards white people.
Oh Lord.
I don't think he does, but I do understand where Miss JV5 coming from. I just feel like whoever our leader is of the black community, we got to figure out a way that we can promote self-love, but not come off as anti anything else. That makes sense.
So basically,
like right now we have a problem in our community when we promote self-love. It seems like it come off as anti everything else.
Okay.
And I don't understand that, and I don't know why it gotta feel like that, but that's what it feels like.
You know what though? But why does that come to? Why does it if someone black says, they speak out their passion towards what has been done to us over these years, right? They consider us hate speech and divisive. I've gotten that when I put certain stuff, but when Erica Kirk or somebody or Charlie Kirk, the late Charlie Kirk, put it out there, you know what I'm saying? Like she put out there telling young white men to be strong and let no one deter you, whatever, would not.
Selena, I see you, Selena.
Because it was passionate that when she Charlie Kirk's late wife, when she said about white men, pure white men, stand your ground, stay strong, or whatever, and they were saying she loved her race. She's not being racist. But if somebody like Farrakhan might say things like he would say it against, with Jewish people and whatever, not in sometimes situations, right? you know what I'm saying, that he might have said towards white people that he felt was oppressive, they say it's hate speech. I don't get that. But Charlie Kirk's wife, late Charlie Kirk's wife, just said that why nobody call that hate speech?
Somebody threw out Dr. West. That's another good one.
I know. Oh man, that's my guy there.
That's why I said 5 is difficult.
Dr. West can never do another hairstyle. I wouldn't even. I would.
If he came out with a fade, you'd be like,
came out with a short fade, man,
they're gonna say he cloned.
Yeah, there it is. But okay, so I do feel like your list is awesome. I love you threw Stacey Abrams in there. The only thing I was looking at, because we do have when Kamala Harris ran, we had a lot of black men, even though they voted, because they tried to put a bad thing out on black men.
No, the black men voted for Kamala.
But we had a few clowns, you know what I'm saying, that looked at it the fact that she a woman, she gonna be too sensitive, and she can't run things. You know what I'm saying?
That's what scared me about social media and getting your news from social media.
Yeah,
right there.
That's what we was talking about. Exactly.
That's what scared me, because social media make you think that black men didn't support Kamala, but if you go to the actual voting records, more black men voted for Kamala.
Yeah, than black women, right?
I don't think it was more than black women, but it was definitely more. The majority of black men voted for her.
But okay, let me ask you this. What about the fact of Obama, right? Let's go down the list on each one, because now Ms. JB5 says something. Okay, Farrakhan, she feels like, because he's considered hate or divisive, right? Towards white people, even though there we go again, pleasing them and their feelings. Nobody cared about our feelings, but we was hanging up back in the day, right? So, but I respect that. So, okay, that's the notch on Farrakhan. So, Killer Mike, you know what I'm saying? With him being a rapper, will some people have reservation of him being a rapper? Him and David Banner.
I don't think them being a rapper should have nothing to do with it. I think we should be looking at all of the other stuff that they done.
They have that thing out there. We know you're following rappers and this, that. So I'm just saying, I'm looking at the cons that will come from the majority. I ain't gonna even lie,
Serv. I'm just like, I don't know if people be feeling like that
you
about
was in Atlanta, so
about rappers.
Like I do.
Yeah.
That he just not music. He's really
man,
a movement.
In Atlanta, Killer Mike is respected more for his community outreach and the things that he done.
The voting that he
in
does,
the city than he is for a rapper.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I feel like the reason that he got a Grammy for rapping was really because the people support his outside work and all of the other stuff that he doing.
But the masses, that if you come out that he is, we revealing him, and I'm not being blasphemy. You know how they reveal the Pope? They go and vote, and then the smoke come up in the Pope. Now imagine when he come walk on that podium and they say, Killer Mike, he is the lead. He's our leader. He's the president of the Black Union, Black Association, Black America.
I think he be talking all of the right stuff.
Okay, so now and David Banner falls in that same category, right?
Yeah, they fall in the same category.
Okay, we said Stacey Abrams. We talked about her being a woman.
And I'm gonna just be honest with you. Everybody on my list, probably except Obama, is talking about us creating our own.
Okay.
And having some kind of independency. Not meaning we want to separate from the United States. That's not what we're saying.
Okay.
I'm saying within the United States, we should be creating our own subculture and our own sub-ecosystem to be able to make sure that we can function regardless of what happened. That's all I'm saying.
Good. No, I'm with you right now, because I love picking your brain. I like these type of subjects for you, because I think I want the world to see this today after today, this conversation. So I ask you this right now. We done went down the line. So the one we have left is President Obama. So if he stepped to the podium and they say he is the new leader, okay, what would be the cons and the pushback on him? See, we're not talking about the rest of we talking about just our people, because for this to work, they have to be behind.
What up with it, Mama Wolf?
They have to be behind.
Like the people have to get behind them.
Yes, so he step up there. What would be the cons that you think will be the pushback on him?
They're going to bring up his presidency, and they're going to say that as a president, they're going to say as a president, he wasn't for the black people. I don't know if everybody say that. Like, I feel like there's a small group of
Do you
people
think
that say
follow what?
that say he
follow
would,
who?
that follow that MAGA.
And social media. And social media.
But I think that's a very small
Yeah.
group of people.
But I see
Like Black MAGA, I don't think that they have a big voice, but they're a small group of people. Man, people that be Black MAGA, they ain't
get beat up at mega rallies.
No, they not even. But when they get around a bunch of black people, they not acting like they Black MAGA. They not speaking all out loud and all that. They stand in their corner.
No, they just do it online.
Yeah, that's a online thing. I don't even know if Black MAGA exists whenever you go to a black event.
And see, again, guess what?
Ain't nobody showing up at Super Sunday with their MAGA hat on.
No. So
you feel me? No. Them people don't really exist in real life. That's on the internet.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Now, you gave what the pushback might be on each individual. But now, right now, we got that war chest, and they say we have to pick a leader out the 5 down that you gave, because you're gonna be conciliary. You the one gonna go and make that final choice. You know what I'm saying? And so which one that you feel like, you know what, we ready to go? Let's go. We got this $100 million. We got some of the best lawyers.
I'm telling you, I'm more of a joint effort. So it's
no, but we got to still have the top spokesman. You got to have
everybody. Got to play
that
their role.
You got to have the president, that vice president.
I'm gonna go with somebody never been in politics.
So you're gonna go with Killer Mike.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Killer Mike.
And so where would you place? Now you got Killer Mike at president. Who would be vice president? I'll go with Stacey Abrams off your list.
Yeah, Stacey Abrams.
Because her political knowledge.
Yeah, because she got a lot of political knowledge, and I don't think that she's easily swayed one way or the other.
Okay, who's gonna be Secretary of State?
Secretary of State. What they do is Secretary of State again?
Secretary of State is basically, you know what I'm saying, within the government. They're the spokesman for the government. They're administrative in everything we're going on.
So they're administrative.
They set policy though in around the world. They can also be an ambassador.
Obama.
Yeah. So you're gonna go with Obama, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who you gonna go with? Defense Secretary of Defense.
Farrakhan.
Going to war. We on the war.
No, because I
know. I'm just man.
I don't think we going to war, but I think Farrakhan. I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm joking.
I think Farrakhan is fair.
No, I'm with
but I think that he is stern.
Let me make y'all, before y'all get in the comments and get on me. If down to tell you, if you watch me pray, I pray with an open hand. So I study.
No, serious. I think he's a fair person.
Yeah, he means a lot to me.
His religion is important to him, so he ain't gonna just be breaking a bunch of moral. He's not gonna have a lot of moral mistakes. If that makes sense.
So DOJ,
but I think he's fair. I think he's a fair person.
Who's gonna be the top law person? You gonna go with David Banner? Then that's the only one left.
Yeah, because David Banner,
that would be your
David Banner come from Mississippi.
Your National Black Conference.
He not tolerating no unfairness.
Going to jail. So definitely, I think this is a question we got to.
That was a good little topic. That was a good little topic right there.
Because me and you kind of we kind of the same. You know what I'm saying? Because see, Cornel West was on my mind.
I like Cornel West.
You know what I'm saying? And now
I could have brought up I could have brought up some of the motivational speakers like Les Brown. I could have brought up some people like that. Les Brown, you need to go listen. If you never heard that man speak, you need to go look it up on YouTube right now. LES Brown, and listen to man. I'm telling you.
Let me ask you something. My girl out in Texas,
Jasmine Crockett. I thought about her too.
Yeah. So,
I feel like Jasmine Crockett. She almost ready for a major leadership position. I think she got a little minor maturing to do.
But I'm gonna ask you this one: would Ray Nagin be somewhere in there to say he he went through one of the biggest situations, Katrina?
He got caught stealing.
Okay. They all been stealing, but
he got caught.
No. I'm not arguing with you. So I'm just throwing some names out at you. You know what I'm saying? Jasmine. You know what I'm saying? Well, Maxine Waters. We can't do that. Yeah.
If you get caught doing something wrong in an authoritative
would you have
position,
Jay-Z anyway in there?
It's hard for me to put you back in that position because you already showed me that you can't resist temptation. And whoever in an authoritative position, especially in government, they got to be able to resist temptation because it's going to be a lot of temptation. That's
Okay.
why I wouldn't take a government job. I don't know if I want to be in a position to be mayor because when it comes down to giving out them contracts, I'm gonna be giving contracts to my people.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna make sure that my people qualified, but
Mhm.
I'm gonna be looking for my people.
So you're gonna be biased to your people.
Yeah, all of them
No,
do
it's nothing wrong with it.
anyway.
No, it's nothing wrong with it.
Man, any one of them people that get in a position where they giving out contracts, they giving out grants, they doing any of these things, anybody that get in that position and they say they don't have just a minor bit of favoritism, they are lying to me. Now,
So
that's how
so
I'm gonna say that's how I feel. I don't know if it's true or not, but how I feel, they lying. You gonna have a little favoritism, bro.
mm, so yeah, I
You
like that.
tripping.
I know I
Man, I
like that.
become the president. Who you think gonna be the next one?
Okay.
Donovan,
Yeah.
Dayton,
Hey,
Devon, one of
hey,
them.
hey, just like LeBron did. What they call that? What's the word out there?
Nepotism.
There it is. And that's another. I'm glad she's brought that up. And so we probably think about this now. Nepotism, right? You know what I'm saying? Why were so many people against that when it's been done for years with corporations? I mean, it's been done in politics. Let's be real. George Bush Jr. will tell you he's not the smartest cookie in the bunch. He'll tell you he used to be here in New Orleans on Bourbon Street, bumping his nose. He said it. Now, I'm not making this up. You know what I'm saying? And having fun and whatever. He became president. George Bush Sr. made sure he became president. You know what I'm saying? So why is it bad when we do it?
I don't know if it's bad when we do it.
Because I'm sure doing it.
I think people just put a negative connotation on it because they've been slighted by it so much. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Like so many times people have got passed up for the job, got passed up for the grant, got passed up for the position, and they was really qualified. And it goes back to something I was talking about yesterday. Like, man, when you feel like you work to earn something, you feel like you're supposed to receive that. You're supposed to get some kind of reward for doing the right thing. That's what Christianity based. That's what everything based off of. All of these books and all of this. Even when they talk about energy, the astrology, and all of this, they say when you do the right thing, you won't be blessed. You feel what I'm saying?
So you said something very interesting. I'm gonna ask you about, but finish.
But I'm saying so. I just think that people that have been passed up or people that have been oppressed, they just got a negative connotation from that type of activity because it never worked out for them because they wasn't in the position.
Okay, let me ask you something, and it's something that has been on my mind, and we talk about it a lot. Share something about Christianity. Do you feel that, especially within predominantly black schools, you know what I'm saying, from grandma on up, do you feel like a religious class should be back to should be put into the curriculum?
I'm gonna answer that, but let me respond to a comment.
Okay.
Shouts out to my girl, Miss JV5. She said astrology has nothing to do with God. Yes, it do. You need to read them books that they took out the Bible. They got 3 books or 4 books. I don't forget how many it was. It might have been more than that. But they got some books that was taken out of the Bible when they rewrote the Bible in the King James Version. And they took out a bunch of these books.
And who discovered astrology?
Two of those books in the Bible talk a lot about astrology, and a lot of the things that they talk about in astrology, it is connected to Christianity, and it is very connected to the creation of the earth.
And if I'm wrong,
based off of the first Bible, which was the first Bible was the Ethiopian Bible.
There you go. And astrology, of course, if you look at it,
it was in that. It was in that Bible.
Go. There you go.
So there you go. I just wanted to respond to that. So research that, Miss JV5. I know a few little things.
You know a little something, huh?
I know a little something.
You paid attention.
You know what I'm saying?
You wouldn't get sent to the office all the time, huh?
You know, my mama paid for that good education.
There it is. You better learn, or it's gonna be some belt. See, they had different words for belt, back then.
She really didn't pay for it, but it sound good.
She paid for it with her tax money. With coming out her check. You know what I'm saying?
It sound good.
Yeah. but religion wise, do you feel that it should be put back in there if we're not taking our kids to church like we talk about, where we not, kids are not going to church as much like we did when we was young, where you had no choice, big mama taking you to church. Do you think that we should put that back into our schools?
That's a hard one because I believe in fairness.
Well, they have Spanish,
No,
and we don't speak Spanish.
I believe in fairness.
Hmm.
And if I start saying, "Oh, well, religion can go into school," I feel like it opened up the doors for any religion to go in school. And I
Oh,
don't
so you saying
and I
you're
don't
worried
think
about
yeah,
any
and
different?
I don't think that every religion and every person within each certain religion,
Hmm.
I don't know if they all the way 100.
Hmm.
I don't know if they all the way solid. People have used religion for the wrong things for a lot of years.
Yeah, that's how
And
some of
so
them got
you
on that boat back in the day.
yeah, and so you got to be careful
And here
about
we are
you
on
got to
big
be
old.
careful about how you use religion and about how we use religion. You feel what I'm saying? Because religion has been used in for malicious activity over the
So do
years
you do
several
you feel
times.
religion has now come into
So
the fore?
I don't know if I'm down with it going back into
So
schools because
so with
somebody could use that the wrong
so
way.
within the government, do you feel religion has now become more prominent of use, a propaganda use to get across some bad things? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like right now, it's like to be considered a patriot of this country, which seems like it's the highest
I
thing.
feel like
You have to
religion
be a
right
Christian.
now has a bad reputation. I
Is it
think
because it's used in politics?
I think it's because one or two people use religion in the wrong way, for negative or malicious activities, and I said because of that, bad news travel faster than good news. So all of the good things that have derived from religion, it really don't get talked about as much as those one or two bad things. Like bad news
All
spread
right.
faster.
All right.
I
I
gotta
got
take hold on. I gotta do a reset real quick. We at the top of the hour. It is the morning brew. I'm yours truly, Don P. I got my main man, Mr. Serv, on from No Limit Records
warm
in the
donuts.
building. I do gotta remind you for the rest of this week, we will be broadcasting live
Warm
right
donuts.
here at Big D's Donuts. I got giveaways, man.
Icy melting
I can
warm
hook you up
donuts.
with a dozen of donuts. I got a dozen of donuts I can hook you up
Hot
with.
warm
I could
donuts.
actually hook you up with a free combo from the chicken box, or I could hook you up with free, three pounds of
Say that
crawfish.
5 times.
Three free pounds of crawfish.
I got a good one when we get back into this.
So if you would, I want to hook somebody up in the building, man. I'm gonna hook somebody up in the building.
Let's hook this.
Let's hook this young lady up with the beautiful child over there. Let's see if we could get her attention. We are live. Hey, how you doing over
I
there?
got something for you.
What's your name? What's your name?
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
baby. What's your name? Where you, Leonie? Where you from? From Algiers? All right, come on over here. I want to hook you up with a gift, man. I want to hook you up with a gift, man. We're broadcasting live, and I always like to celebrate the people and that support the businesses that support me. And so today, what I'm gonna do is hook you up with a gift card. This is the Morning Brew Show. You gotta go follow Don P _ Radio Show,
After you get it,
and then and follow us on YouTube, the Morning Brew, and Mr. Serv on No Limit Records, and we're gonna hook you and the baby up with 3 pounds of crawfish, man. I got a gift card for 3 pounds of crawfish right here at Big D Seafood. All right, there you go.
That's for you.
All right,
Thank you.
and yeah, I gotta take a picture with you. Take a little selfie with it. Usually I make him take a picture with me, but you'll take a little selfie so I can show him that I gave it to a customer and I ain't coming using myself. All right, so we're hooking you up, man. Continue to support the Morning Brew, and thank you for supporting Big D's Donuts, and keep on supporting Big D's Donuts. All right.
We appreciate you, Mama.
All right. Now where was I?
Okay, now I'm about to give you something. Right?
Hold on, we got to do some local news too.
Yeah. But I'm gonna
What
give
you
you
got
something.
for me?
I'm gonna give you something, right? Oh God, man, you. Well, you go ahead and take a selfie with it because we still on the air.
We're still on the air,
Yeah.
so we can't get up and take a
Now
picture.
let's talk about this Chris Brown and Usher concert, right?
Oh, they've been
It's been
talking about
some it's
this.
some big arguments that they were saying men where men saying that they want to go to Chris Brown and Usher concert, and they're saying that's not very
Oh, they
manlike.
saying that sassy
Yeah,
to
yeah, that's
go to
not
the
very
Chris
manlike.
Brown.
And some people
I
have
gotta go to the Chris
wait, hold on.
Brown and Usher concert
Okay,
because my wife want to go,
okay,
and I need to be there to make sure she don't go up on that stage and
oh,
get
there
fed no
no,
cherry or
uh,
kissed by Chris Brown in the mouth.
oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. And pay that $1,000 afterward to take the picture. Huh? But look, okay, and I'm gonna add this part to it too. What you think about this? It has been some serious arguments, and it was not lies and it was not skits, where people have took their rent money to buy tickets. And this one guy, he really went to jail because she called the police on him because he went off on her for buying the Chris Brown and Usher
I
ticket.
did see that. I
So do
did
you
see that.
think this is over obsessive? And do you as a man, you already said you want to see it. And me as a man, I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? And so is that, where does that come from if we want to see men perform and might sing female songs that makes a black man sassy, so to say?
Well, I'm gonna just go back to before rap music. Everybody listened to R&B music. R&B was the main style of music
Yeah,
for
that's
the
how you
urban
I'ma
community.
say it, I can say it. That's how you got some.
And I ain't gonna even lie, I love R&B music. Actually, R&B music may be my favorite type of
My
music.
chicken Alfredo and 12 play was a hit,
Yeah,
if you know what I
so
mean.
you know what it is. I think what it is like it's an attack on masculinity, right?
Yeah.
Like I think right now everything in society is about attacking masculinity. You know why? You know why
Especially
people?
the black man. We talked about this black
You
men
know
have
why
some
people attack masculinity? Because it's authoritative. You feel what I'm saying? It's not easily pushed over. You feel
Mhm.
me? When you got masculine energy around, you can't just go telling people anything and they gonna go for it. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
No, they do.
A person that possess no masculinity,
But why in
you
our
you can
cultures, black
you
people,
could put because people want to push us around,
that's like okay, if it's summertime, right? And,
bro.
and a black man
People
got on a
want to
pink,
push us
like a black
around.
man got on a pink polo. You know what I'm saying? And some light color khakis and white G Nikes. It's like men don't supposed to wear pink.
Because they come trying to come up with any type of thing to say that you are not who you are. You feel what I'm saying? They trying to say anything to make you more what's the word that I want to use? Accepting to feminine energy,
So
right?
so you think we have to be as black men? We have to be extra extra hard. Like I don't cry. Like we was talking about sensitivity right now because our masculinity is basically under attack.
I think that is a defense mechanism of masculinity being attacked, right?
So I'm gonna ask the women in our chat, right? How do you feel about a sensitive man, a man that acts respect his feelings or whatever, whatnot? You know what I'm saying? And do any of y'all guys feel out there that a black because this thing is really getting big about men shouldn't be saying they want to go to see Chris Brown and Usher. Because if you know the game from back in the day, if it was a concert
I'm
coming,
going to see Chris
I'm
Brown and
going to see.
Usher.
And in fact,
That might be two of the most
y'all better hope.
prolific artists of our day and time.
Now, understand this, me and Don will not be nowhere near if Usher got a cherry up. I'm going to tell you that now. Pause. We won't be nowhere near that, right? But if you look over there, we might be busting a move or two if it hit the game. I'm going to let you know. Because in my life, Michael Jackson was the guy dancing and singing. Then Usher became the guy dancing and singing. And then Chris Brown took it from Usher. Now, who's going to be the next one after that?
I'm not going to be in that concert saying, I'll be your groupie, baby.
With a drink in my hand. You know what I'm
man, you crazy. You think I'm not going to be in there singing? These are my confessions. Man, you better stop.
But let me ask you this. See, this something, and not ask you this, and you know this to be true. See, a lot of dudes that saying all that, right?
I need a bad girl.
This to tell, this the internet.
What y'all really wanna?
this the internet. This the internet
Supermodel.
age. This the internet age with a lot of these dudes saying that right towards men, right? Because see, what a lot of them didn't know, what was the key like back in the day? You know what I'm about to say. If say a Usher was coming to town or Chris Brown, as a man, you went because who was gonna be there? It was gonna be 75% and 80% of what?
Women.
And so you went to these spots because you know, because Tupac once said,
Shouts out to Selena Pierre. She said, "What happened to men going to a concert because that's where they woman gonna be?"
no, but that's what I'm saying.
I said that earlier.
But see, this generation is crazy because Don know the deal. This was a trick. Tupac once said, if you rap for the females, the fellas gonna follow. And what he meant by that is, if females love that song, they coming to that show. If a female went in a record store, four females bought 4 CDs. 4 dudes go in there, one of them gonna buy it and pass it along. So you rap for the females, the fellas will follow. He ain't say the fellas, he said the other word, the N word. So the thing that we always knew, if R. Kelly was coming, we know all the baddest females was gonna be there. So guess what? You going in there, yeah, you might like R. Kelly, you might like it, you might catch you singing a little bit, but what you on the prowl for? Because the best looking females,
the ladies is gonna be
if
in
Luther
the building.
Vandross was there, you're not going with a date. You still went because what?
A house is not a home.
Because the females was gonna be there. So why is it changed that? That's like a man going to the movies by himself. They said we shouldn't.
I'm asking this young lady right here. Is it sassy if I go to the Chris Brown and Usher concert? Is that sassy? See, told you. Not sassy.
See, there we go. You know what I'm saying?
Why you think I'm not about to be? Well, I'm telling you, I know all Usher songs.
Let me tell you something.
That Confessions album, that was my life.
Let me tell you something. Only thing is, when he pull out the Cherish, I'm not being nowhere near that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm there.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of my favorite Chris Brown song right now. I like that Residuals.
Okay, oh, that's my song. There.
That's my song right there. That Residuals.
I want to know who get my residuals.
Who's getting my residuals, huh?
That was R. Kelly.
That
representing R. Kelly. But I think that, man, we in such a crazy society as Black people that now, you know what I'm saying? Because that was the player move. Player move.
Shouts out to Miss JV5. She said her and her hubby first concert was Luther and Anita Baker.
Anita Baker? Not Anika.
I mean Anita.
Oh, all right. Don't you ever disrespect that name.
My bad. Slap me.
That's the woman before Halle Berry that made the short hairstyle by a woman.
Anita.
Y'all don't know that.
I was thinking of an Anita Baker song right quick. That's how I got
you
that mixed
bring
up.
Me joy.
Yeah, that's one of.
Let me tell you, Sade, Anita. No, we ain't got to go there. We got to go. But Anita Baker she started the short hairstyle. Before there was a Tony Braxton. Before, you know what I'm saying, it was a Tony Braxton. Before it was Halle Berry and all them, it was Anita Baker. But anyway, you know, I think right now we at a crossroads within the Black community of what it is to be a man again. Why have we come to that the definition of what a man should do as a Black man, where it does not lead to?
I talked about this on a radio show not too long ago.
Talk about it now.
I think it need to be redefined.
What a man is?
I think the old rules, like, you know, they had these old rules, and I think we need to keep some of the old rules now. Okay. We need to keep some old rules, but we need to add some new rules. What defines a real man? I think the definition,
because that's why young men are treating young women, putting their hands on them, cutting their hair, not ironing their clothes, that.
I think the rules are outdated. That makes sense. When society changed,
I think they're politically incorrect now.
I think when society changes, because over time as people we evolve, and you know, with evolution there's new knowledge, there's new information.
Do you think women,
new philosophies, new ideas, and I think
women independence now has changed the definition of a man also? Like, for instance, if you like the old thing, like a man opened the door, and that's another thing. Like, I've opened the door for females, right? And I'm not married to them, not with them, but I open the door. And they look at you almost like they'll try to holler at me.
I feel like that's a different story, because I feel like in our culture, I feel like it's very difficult for women to know what they want, if that makes sense. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
So
I
does
think
that change the
no,
way a
because
man? Is that
I feel
change the
like
way black
women
men
still, I
deal
think they
with black
still
women?
want some of those traditional characteristics of men, but they don't want to give up their independency and go back to the old days where they felt like, you know what I'm saying, they didn't have rights.
Mhm.
I think that's where the problem is. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they don't mind a man being a man, but they don't want to give up their rights for
Okay.
for you
So
to be a man.
so do you think the problem also is that women now feel like, hey, I could be the leader because I make the most money, and it's not a man's house, it's a woman's house? Do you think that has also, you know what I'm saying, brought things into perspective of where men even handle things different in how they be?
Say it again now.
So do you think that how women have stepped forward now and they making some in so many cases they making more money, they got their own businesses and whatever whatnot, especially black women. Do you feel like a lot of men now don't go by the old standards of even dating and courting? You know the word courting. A lot of people don't know what that means, and how they deal with
I
how they
think
deal with you know what I'm saying, with a woman. Do you think that has changed the way men deal with women, and which then pass down to young men that don't know how to treat her? Because we got
I don't know. A lot of that stuff was by design.
yeah, I know.
You feel what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like I think a lot of that stuff was by design. I think when you're in a capitalistic world and everything revolves around capitalism, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
revolves around capitalism,
Hmm.
I feel like money is always going to have an effect on what ideology and how people believe.
Hmm.
Um, I don't
All
know,
right. I'm gonna put you in a tougher position. If right now
Shouts
and
out to hold up one sec. If Jesus was hood, my first concert was the Budweiser fest and was the Budweiser feast in Houston with Aaliyah,
Budweiser Superfest,
112,
yeah.
Bones and Thugs, and Harmony, and Mary J. Blige.
Was you singing Mary 411?
Now that was a fire
That's a cut,
concert.
yeah. But Mary, anything had Mary on
I'm
there.
going
I saw something to
down.
say about with Mary. If a woman was playing the old Mary back then, you was in trouble. You was in trouble. You did something.
I tell you one thing, boy, Mary J. go through a breakup, you can guarantee she about to have a multi-platinum album.
There it is. But let me ask you this though: if you had to tell your son, right, and if you had the sex talk or whatever, right, what would be if he come to you and say dating today now come to you, right, and say, Dad, he about to go into high school, and he said, Dad, how do I treat a woman, a girl? How do I treat her? And what would you give him without not a long conversation? But he said, Dad, I only got 1 minute
With res-
before I leave to get on this bus,
with
Dad.
respect and caution.
Oh God, boy, you on fire today.
You with respect and
How
caution.
Kevin Hart did it. Wow, you on fire today. With respect and caution.
Yeah, because a woman can manipulate you to do the most craziest things. Most men
Dressed up
that
like a chicken. Yeah.
most men that get off of their purpose
Mhm.
is because they didn't understand how to control relationships with women.
Mm.
That I ain't gonna say most. I'm gonna say there is a certain percentage.
Yes.
I won't say most because I don't have the numbers on that.
Do
But
those
what I
type of
will
guys mess
say,
it up for other guys that still step out of old standards that was taught to them by the fathers, the uncles of how to be a real man to a woman? Does the way things, like you say, a lot of women have manipulated some of these that they done kind of changed everything and made it not good and harder.
man, we keep on talking about this traditional man stuff,
Yeah.
and just to be honest
No, I'm
with you,
asking you because I love your
no,
opinions. Yeah.
just to be honest with you, I feel like, man, people my age and older, we probably the only ones who remember have that installed in us what a traditional man is.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
no such thing as a traditional man no more. We're not even living in traditional.
Where did that definition
We're
come
not
from to
even
even
living in
define it?
traditional times
Yeah.
no more, bro.
But
Like, so if you try to use a definition that's outdated in a
mhm.
modern day time, you're gonna make some mistakes,
Thank
bro.
you. Have a good day.
Real talk, you're gonna make some mistakes, man. If I go get an old school book,
Mhm.
right, and I go and try to teach you in modern day times, you feel what I'm saying? With a old school book,
Mhm.
some stuff you're gonna get right, and some stuff it's gonna be so wrong, bro, because there has been new research, there has been new information, there is new facts that came out that has made that book outdated, which is why they made a new book.
Okay. Now, but you know why? I'm curious because number one thing I love about you, you're gonna speak when it comes to these type of conversations. You know what I'm saying? You basically because you've had trial and error, and it comes to whether it's relationships and stuff, and marriages and things like that, like just like I have. You know what I'm saying? And I think enough men like us do not speak, the honesty of what comes into it and what goes with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like we don't want any of our indiscretions. I'm not talking about cheating and stuff like that. I'm talking about just the trials and tribulations of marriage or whatever. And we have to stay on a certain playing field or whatever we're not. And I think that's why I ask you these questions, so just to look at the closing part, because this Chris Brown and Usher thing, it has a deeper underlining where it's just a concert to go enjoy yourself. Why has black men's masculinity become the top of the topic and not looking at it like Ursha about to kill it, A-Town up, A-Town, it's about to go down. Why is the black man somehow, some way we get involved in our masculinity as men?
You know why? Because we faster, we stronger. I'm talking about like this has been a proven fact. Like we faster.
What my boy say, the boxer? To this day,
bro. We faster, we stronger. You feel what I'm saying?
It's like Charlie Blake got to break us down.
Yeah, they got to do something to even the playing field. And so the only way they can even the playing field is they got to play mind games. It is a trick of the mind because they know if they know right now in the United States, right now on this block, in Algiers, man, we could pick a neighborhood. If every black man get on the same page in the Fisher projects right now, the police can't come over there and tell them nothing. Them little young boys got guns just like them. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From
the Black Panther days.
Really, in all actuality, they have to use the internet. They have to use social media. They have to use all of these other tools to put us in a position to play with our mind. Because realistically, physically, they know they can't, bro.
But you see why that question was
why was we chosen to be in the field?
So
because we stronger, we faster
to this
day. And I'm speaking in general, of course. Yeah. There are some anomalies in every situation that we talk about. There's going to be some anomalies in every situation. Yeah. But overall, if we look at sports, if we look at
domination.
Okay. Right now, if me and you by ourselves, it same weight, same size, same health conditions, everything, we probably gonna be a lot more physically dominating than our counterparts. It is what it is. Yeah.
So okay. And the reason why it's real important to me because I'm at a point right now because I think we have young black men that are so many growing up without fathers, right? And they're getting the information on how to be and what a black man should be and how they should carry it. So even at different times, because sometimes you remember the word go, the game don't change. It stay the same. It's just different words and different time, right? And so because the devil still come the same way. He might wear a different outfit. He still come the same.
Oh yeah, way. It's still the same trickery.
So and my thing is like that's why I talked about the leadership of a leader of Black America. Who will we have? Because I'm looking at so many young men and young ladies, especially our young ladies, because they're fighting so much. Like okay, the strength of strong leadership. That should be there, that blueprint of strong leadership with our community. And that's why I asked who was what. But it goes down to right now of the breaking of the masculinity, because we talked about this, that we said one day we really was going to dedicate a whole show to it, talk about, the breaking of the black, like the buck breaking. To me, that's what I look at it as from slavery. You know what I'm saying? Where the black man's masculinity has been under so much fire, not just by what's out there, you know,
bro. That
publicly,
because it
but even by our own females and even our own men, because even men now discover
it's a
what,
control factor.
yeah,
It's a
and
control factor, and it's a
yeah,
control factor, and we are scary. No matter
hmm
no matter how we look at it, society has made us scary.
yeah,
Like the way they have painted the picture of the African American man, like they have made us scary. When people clutch their purse, they clutching their purse because society, media, and propaganda made us scary people,
oh,
bro.
like Nino Kelvin's situation, where you had so many people saying, and I caught their picture, and that was a black owner, he would have went at it, right? And then it was like, and when he
I think
gave,
that was true.
and when he gave, well, when he also gave his comment, and what you talk about his response, he said, "Man, he said, why y'all want me to go to jail? Why y'all want all us to go to jail? I chose to let it go and walk off." He
I
said,
disagree with his
"You know,
response.
okay, so
I mean,
no,
he
no, no,
he
no, no. I
he
respect what
he
you
he
said.
he did the right thing. I think that he did the right thing. But the problem is the next time he have an altercation with a brother, I better see him doing the exact same thing.
Exactly. No, I agree with you. I
That
definitely agree
that's
with you.
that's 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 what I
But
say.
this is the thing I'm seeing about that the black backlash of, oh, he not real, he a coward, he not this, he not that. You know, would that say the same thing because of the way he chose to it, way because of his past, with he's beef with other black men?
I don't know, dog. It's borderline because
Wow, manhood is so much
yeah, I mean
on
because we're
display.
talking about two. I think it's
I
two.
know, I
It's
know
like
it's
apples.
different. I
Yeah,
know
it's
it's
like
different. Yeah,
apples and oranges, right? Like
yeah,
we're talking about two separate
yeah.
things, and we're
How
trying to
you doing,
use
sir?
the same kind of rules and
Yeah.
regulation. And I think that gets scary when we're talking about two certain different things. I feel like one of the, like I said, media,
Mm-hmm.
propaganda, and things that people have put out since the beginning of time. I'm talking about way back when it was just
Mm-hmm.
newspaper. They made African American men scary. And so up until this day, we come off as scary until we say something nice, until we do
So do
something,
you?
give one of those
So do
indicators
you
like
feel
we are
like?
not trying to harm
So do
somebody.
you feel like
We
we've?
scary, and then
So you?
fear make you do the
So
craziest stuff and make
do
you
you?
make bad
So
decisions.
do you feel we've let down our civil rights ancestors that fought for civil rights and went through what they went through? Do you feel today's black man has let them down for all the sacrifices they've went through?
No,
No,
I feel like
not let. I mean, because we made
no,
strive, we made great strive. I'm
yeah,
talking about.
no,
I'm
because
talking about the stance,
I
and
think
then
that's
the community, the togetherness.
I think it's propaganda again. I think
Were
all of
we
this,
more together back then?
yeah, all of this stuff fall under a lot of propaganda, bro.
Hmm.
Like, and I could be wrong, like, but because I always hear what everybody else is saying. Like, I hear a lot of stuff that you talk about that you see on social media and
Hmm.
stuff like that. And whenever I think of my group of friends and I think of my wife and our group of friends, they never fit the mold of what everybody else is talking about. Like all of my friends and black, they good daddies. You feel what I'm saying? Even the
Hmm.
ones that ain't the best in financial situation or the best
Hmm.
in judicial situation, they still are good fathers. You
Hmm.
feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
When we start thinking about all of these things that we talk about, oh, having money, man, all my people that I know, they straight. So
Hmm.
I feel like society, I feel like we get caught up believing all of this stuff that they telling us about ourselves versus taking time and doing the research and looking within ourselves and looking around us and seeing what's out there. Now I don't know what the majority is
Hmm.
because I base a lot of stuff off of my circle. Now the world itself could be 100% different
Hmm.
from my surroundings or my circle. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does. Yeah, and see the reason why.
But everybody bases it off of their circle
Okay.
or the incident that they've been through. Like even whenever we talk about relationships and stuff like that, if you had a good relationship with a person and your
Hmm.
first experience was good, you're gonna be like, oh man, I love them people. They good people. You grew up around somebody like me. I grew up in a neighborhood that was very diverse and an environment that was diverse. So I was around all kind of people. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't hold that that testament
But why
of like, oh, every white person is bad. I don't feel like that because I know some people that I grew up with. I'm talking about from knee high to a duck. Like we stayed at each other's houses. Our mamas took each other to basketball games, and so my
So you
experiences.
ate potato salad with raisins?
Nah, you
messing with
going
you.
too far now.
I had to get you. I had to get you.
You going too
No,
far
I'm,
now.
I'm messing with you.
Nah, I done ate some good boiled
Nah,
seafood.
but you remember when I told you
I don't went out on the yacht and caught some fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
you wasn't scared on that yacht that you wasn't gonna come back, huh?
Man, I was
All
too
right.
I was too young. I ain't know no
No,
better.
but no, remember I told you
I was young and
how I
dumb,
ended
man.
up
Ain't
in
know no better.
your neck of the woods in Biloxi. You know what I'm saying, on the retreats on the weekend, and that's where I was at with a white family. Reverend Flexbud his family, and I got to experience the wave pool. I got to experience the beach at night when the crabs popping
Oh,
up.
you know the soft crabs come
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Ooh, that's some good
And
eating, boy. If you ever,
you coming from the hood, you looking like what's going
boy,
on?
if you ain't never got you some soft crabs and fried them up right quick,
And they pop up at night.
they come up at night. You
Yeah.
just go out there with a bucket and grab you a bunch
Biloxi,
of them.
yeah. So, but and the reason why I look at it, so do you feel? I'm gonna ask you this: do you feel your kid, right? Would you prefer for them to at least have, say, in this days of climate age, a white friend or two?
I want my kids to grow up in diverse
Yeah.
environments. As a matter of fact, me and their moms, we on purpose have put our kids in diverse environments on
Situations,
purpose. And on purpose. Like we strategically was like, yo, that's a good school, but I don't want to go to that school because that school predominantly black. Oh, that's a good school. I don't want them to go to that school because that school predominantly white. Because whenever you get out in the real world, you're gonna have to be able to deal with everybody. And for you to actually be the person that we rearing our children up to be, they need to have as much knowledge as possible. And how you gonna get as much knowledge as possible if you putting yourself in a box in a separated area from everybody else? If you're not gonna obtain no new knowledge staying in a box.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you. That's why I've never, with my son, he has two of his friends from high school. You know what I'm saying? They're white kids, right? Well, they're young men.
Jesus said you got to keep a true white boy in your pocket at all
times.
You ain't never
to
lied.
this day. They know somebody.
It be the realest thing you ever said.
But but I'm gonna tell you something. And my son, when he had his whatchamacallit, right? The baby shower, and somebody on his side of the family was like, man, what they doing here? You know what I'm saying? I said, that's his friends. And what you don't understand is, one of the friends' family. You know what I'm saying? When my son went through some stuff with his driver's license, guess how that situation got resolved? You know what I'm saying? Just on the strength of their family. You feel what I'm saying? And knowing that young man. So I like the fact that, what I'm saying, that it was a different, what I'm saying, situation or whatever would not, being that way. So
all right, let me reset real quick, man. All right, if you're just now checking in, it's coming up to closing time. It is the Morning Brew. Man, you can check out the Morning Brew right here live for the rest of the week. We'll be broadcasting live from D's Donuts. And of course, man, because we are broadcasting live and because D's Donuts is the sponsor of our first live tour, I have the opportunity to give away a dozen of donuts. I can give away what is it? A three-piece? Yeah, three-piece combo from the chicken box. And then also I can hook you up with 3 pounds of crawfish, from Big D's Seafood.
And I gotta say this.
All right,
can I say it?
I had a beautiful young lady in front of me. She raised her hand and everything.
Can I say this?
Look, all right, she got to answer the trivia question. We got to give her one trivia question.
All right,
I got it. It's the easy one. What's the name of this show? I just said it. I just said it too.
No, you wasn't minding your business. You was in our business.
She figured it out. She got it.
Okay, I got to give her one more.
Give her one more.
What color suit did Obama wear that everybody was mad at? Huh? There it is.
There it is. There it is.
She deserves.
All
She
right.
gotta give it to.
So we gotta hook up. We
you
gotta hook
follow
up.
us now.
You gotta follow us. Here you go. Don P_radio show. But subscribe to the Morning Brew on YouTube. That is even more important. And when your friend come out, you gotta get her to, you gotta come on this side and get her to take a picture and send it to me. So I could let them know that I did give that to a customer, that we just not using this ourselves.
If you get them 3 pounds of crawfish, you're gonna
You
give
look
up
good,
a pound.
baby. You look
You're gonna
good.
give
You
up a
look
pound.
good. You look good. Like
give
you
up
you
a pound
like
of
you
crawfish.
just
You know that if you choose the crawfish,
you,
I'm just telling you, you're gonna give up a pound.
she got to give
Huh?
up a pound.
Yeah, I get kickbacks.
you
He gave it to me.
you don't have to
Hmm?
you don't have to give him anything. It's okay. He is messing with you.
You gonna give
Don't take that man
I'm
serious.
gonna tell you, I catch
Today.
you walking outside. Okay, let me ask you a question. If a man wants to go
after
to
the Chris Brown, the Chris Brown
if a
question.
man wants to go to the Chris Brown and Usher concert, does that make him sassy, as they say?
Come around on this side so the people can see you real quick.
Come up, don't run.
She running.
It absolutely does not
Wait,
make
so
a man sassy
it
to
does-
go to the Chris Brown and Usher concert. I think if anything, one, a man can be confident and secure enough in who he is and still be a man and go to the concert. If anything, I think it's a little more sassy to not go because you're worried about what people gonna think about you.
I like that answer. I like that answer.
That's why I won't give up on my black women. I tell you, my black queens.
Because I promise you, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be in there like I'll be your groupie, baby.
But I will not. I
You
will
are
not.
my
When Usher bust the
superstar.
cherry out, I will not be around that cherry. I'm just letting you know that. No, I'm not.
I'm gonna be in there trying to make sure my wife don't get called up on the stage. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate you
Hey,
guys.
send us that picture on one of those social media platforms. You can send it to the DM of The Morning Brew. Brew is spelled BREWE. Instagram, The Morning Brew. Brew spelled BREWE. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, man. So we've been hooking people up. Dizzle on the keys talking about, man. Yeah, I know Serv is always inappropriate out live.
What I did? How was I inappropriate?
Man, this dude got no chill, bro.
What I did?
Y'all gotta come help me out.
I get blamed for everything. You know what? This is America, freedom of speech to this day.
Hey, that boy said, hell yeah, if you're not going with his girl, that's giving sassafras.
Oh.
Jesus said that's sassy.
He said if you're not going with
going with your girl,
that as a man that giving, oh man, Jesus. But that's like you eating boudin. You see what I'm saying?
Pause.
I can say that.
I don't even know how that was a pause moment. It just sounds like
no,
it was.
I'm messing with him. I mean, it's stuffed meat and stuff. You know?
You sound like Fat Joe and Jada when they be talking about the glizzies.
Yeah, the glizzies. Hey,
the glizzies.
They done made it. What that is, a 12-inch glizzy now? That one
the glizzy and the boudin is in the same category.
Yeah, the boudin ain't real.
Pause. All right, man. It's coming up on that time where it is our time for the day. We did not do a lot of news today, but we will get back to the news tomorrow.
We discuss life.
We got interviews. Serv felt like interviewing me today about life, so we ended up talking more about life than the news.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't gonna even lie to you, it was a lot of crime in the news, and I feel like it could wait till tomorrow. I could tell you about all of the crime that was out there tomorrow. And
we talked about life. It was Wild Wednesday.
As a matter of fact, I could give you a quick little rundown of what's in local news really quickly. Jazz Fest is starting this weekend.
Yeah, is that sassy to go to the Jazz Fest? But
Thursday is locals day, man. Make sure y'all get out, and they have discounted tickets on locals day.
Zurich Classic is
Zurich Classic starts today or tomorrow, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
think it's today for the shootout.
I'm actually if I didn't get a ticket yesterday, but I'm actually gonna buy a ticket. You want to go with me?
Pause.
Man,
I know.
bro, we can't go watch golf. Jesus Christ. This is getting ridiculous, man. This is crazy. We can't go watch golf. The New Orleans Saints are participated in a related and charity tied event for the tournament today.
Got a new whatchamacallit too. The Pelicans got a coach, Derek Fisher, my guy.
Oh, the Pelicans got Derek Fisher?
That's my guy.
That's what I'm talking
Remember
about.
the guy
I like
told
that.
you that I went to the party with in Cali?
Yeah.
D
Fish.
Yeah.
Hey, I like that. That's good news. That's good news. In other news, a 23-year-old New Orleans man has been arrested in connection with a deadly shooting in nearby Metairie.
Oh boy.
Shooting in Metairie, asking to go to jail.
Metairie. Also, that when they finish these parks on the thing too, it's gonna be the longest park in the world country. Like when they finish the park, that should be going Riverfront Park from Audubon Park all the way to the Ninth Ward. It should be we'll set another record as a long walkway.
As it'll be the longest park
walkway or something like that.
The longest park walkway. Yeah. All right, that's cool. In other news, a fatal fight in New Orleans East led to manslaughter arrest of a man after he died from his injuries.
Oh wow,
man! Can you imagine you get into tussling with somebody?
I can't even say the word.
And you get in a fight with somebody and you punch them, they head hit the ground and they die.
Man, no violence is it. You be happy there's people fighting instead of guns and then somebody still lose their life. It's just no violence, man. We gotta figure this out, man.
In city and community updates, the city recently celebrated the major riverfront park expansion, which Serv was just talking about, boosting tourism and the public space along the Mississippi River. So please go and check out that new park space. They are super happy about that in New Orleans. It's been on every news outlet.
And our guy who's gonna be here this week, huh? He's very much a part of it.
Shout out to Freddie King. King, even though I give him a hard time sometimes.
He got a civil rights name, Freddie King.
I think Freddie King is great. Example
he's gonna be.
I think he's a great example for what
he could be the one.
What a good representation for African American men. And I ain't gonna even lie to you. I think Freddie King is marked and on the what they call it, the trajectory to be one of New Orleans' finest black politicians, man.
Since Dutch,
not even say
since
black,
Dutch.
just
since Dutch.
Great politicians. I don't want to narrow it down.
Since Dutch.
I ain't gonna even lie. I think
he's gonna go even further.
I think the brother going in the right direction, man.
I think he's gonna go further than DC New Orleans too. I think all the way to DC
or state,
past state.
You think he can make it to DC?
I put it like this: if Obama was still in, Obama would probably invite him to his cabinet. In time, I could see him bringing him on his cabinet.
I think he got a few.
Because he has like Cory Booker.
He got a few more big accomplishments.
No, he got some accomplishments to make.
He make a few more big accomplishments.
He has what it takes. Let's say this.
That make national news. He definitely got the potential.
If you want to put young politicians that should be watched in the next 8 to 10 years, him.
I bet he'll be one of the top on my list. Statewide impact. Tragic man shooting in Shreveport is still going on. Other places.
I saw a picture of the kids, man. That broke me, bro. And especially the little baby, bro. That broke me, man.
That is a story that has rocked Louisiana in a way
when you
that
hear
we haven't been rocked. You know what? That story, if we have never had a time when we should see pastors, politicians,
everybody
in the state coming
pouring into Shreveport. Like
right now, we should be coming together.
Even if we just go there to pray, go to a memorial. We should show our support.
I think it's time for a call to action in the community.
Bro, let me tell you something. I was already hurt when I know children lost their life, right? When I saw that picture last night, and I don't know if God wanted me to see it last night when I was in my thinking moment, and I saw that picture of them kids, dog, I cried because it's.
And I cried.
Yeah, serious talk, man. I saw them in the baby. all them kids. You talking about 7 kids? That's a big family. That's a legacy that was gonna be built. 7 kids, bro. That's rough, man. It put a face on it for me. Even you know what I'm saying, a serious face on it.
Also, man, shouts out to my boy Jeezy. Anybody that's willing to get on that road this weekend, International Festival in Lafayette.
Oh, you got to bring your bulletproof vest out there, huh?
No, man, Lafayette ain't like that, bro.
Remember the last thing he wanted us to come to?
Man, hey, you know people act crazy at parades every now and then.
The Boudin Real?
The Boudin is real, man. International Fest is a dope event, and it's a very diverse event. And I don't think that anybody's going to be doing anything out there no time.
King Boulevard?
They're going to have so many police out there.
Is it on Martin Luther King Boulevard?
I don't have an address for this.
Because you know if it's going down on Martin Luther King Boulevard, there's some action over there.
Speaking of mid-Louisiana, I'll tell you this one real quickly. Earlier this month, a vehicle crashed into a parade crowd in New Iberia, which it was multiple injuries. And that case is ongoing, and it looked like this guy is going down.
He going down, all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
So, man, that wraps up our news segment. I did a quick news segment for the day, and also wraps up the Morning Brew. Continue to follow the Morning Brew. Thank you to our radio station partners, 105.7, 105.9, The Breeze, and also, man, streaming on all platforms. Follow and subscribe on YouTube, The Morning Brew. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put something up today, and I need all of my Brew Crew members to help me get people to subscribe to The Morning Brew YouTube. We've really been pushing this YouTube, and we're going to start pushing it more, but we need more subscribers. We need a lot more subscribers. I know y'all love Instagram and all of that, but I need to transfer my Instagram following to my YouTube following, and I don't know how to do that just yet.
Well,
any social media gurus out there, y'all hit us up. All right, man, we got to go. Give your final thoughts, bro.
It's okay as a man to go to the Usher. You and your boys, it's okay to go to the Usher and Chris Brown concert. Just don't let one of your boys jump up there and knock a lady down when Usher bring the cherries out. That's all I'm saying to you. It's okay. It's not sassy. Just don't go in line for the cherry. And don't take the prom picture with Chris Brown for $1,000.
You should back up.
I'm done for the day, man.
Take one step back, bro.
God bless y'all. And it's okay to eat a warm donut.
Shouts out to Miss JV5. She said, I just shared on Facebook.
It's okay to eat a warm donut from D's Donuts and some hot crawfish and a hot 2-piece.
Miss JV5, who she was talking about? She said, I may be related to them, not a distant cousin. Dang, talking about the street boy people.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's tough.
That's tough.
Shouts out to my man Harris Robinson, the loan officer. Don't forget to download that free ebook.
Don't pay for other people's dreams. Go get your dreams.
Get you a home.
Put you in the house. And how many homes y'all putting people in?
We're gonna do a raffle for a house.
I'm cheating.
Harris should let us raffle off a house. I wonder how much we could get for a raffle.
Oh,
for a house.
Hold up. Harris?
Yes, he said,
Harris by himself?
Not Harris and nobody else.
None of his co-defenders. No, really.
He got to do a better job of vetting the company he keeps.
You know, people that say you got to get new friends. We your good friends, Harrison. You should come by us.
No new friends.
No friend zone. No friend zone.
Man, yeah, let's get up out of here, man. We gotta go. I got your gift card. You want it? Which one, Miss JV5 wanted? Because I gotta put a chicken one to the side, and then I gotta put one to the side for Miss JV5.
We're gonna do this because she have a husband. What wouldn't your husband would like, Miss JV5?
What gift would your husband like?
The 2-piece combo, the 3 pounds of crawfish, or the dozen of hot donuts.
Y'all let us know right now. I'm gonna put these 2 to the side.
Third taking it home.
I'm putting 2 to the side. I got one for Miss Nee_Nee. And then I got one for she want the donuts.
She want the donuts, huh?
All right.
You want the donuts?
She said hubby would want the donuts.
Okay. Can we still put a chair about do it so we can listen to the music?
Let me take that out right quick. Donuts.
So we can listen to the music by your house?
Yeah, she said as long as we don't get too drunk.
I could cover up the beer with a koozie.
I don't act like that.
Huh?
I don't act like that.
I do.
I don't act like that when I drink.
I'm gonna say my truth. I do.
When I drink, I don't act like that, man.
I do. I do.
Jesus said, "Let me get some crawfish." You gotta come to. You gotta come to New Orleans. Come to New Orleans. They got the big. I'm gonna show y'all a spot tomorrow.
Because Jeezy, the 337, they
They-
crawfish. They do the crawfish like they be doing in Atlanta, putting garlic and butter all on the side and the seasoning on that. They
Man, we
crawfish ain't real.
should holler at Big D and see if we could do a morning brew crawfish boil at Big D's Seafood.
Yeah, don't let people from where Jeezy come.
They got the big tables over there, and you can put the food right there and the trash in the middle and all that. They got them nice, specially made tables in there.
Watching a lot of people.
I wanted to sit at that
eat
table
tails
with a group of friends
yeah,
and eat crawfish, and not where it's served.
Pause.
All right, man. Y'all be good. I'll be good at it. It's been the morning, bro.
Tell a lot
And
about
we
people
thank
with the
y'all,
crawfish.
man. We thank y'all. We thank y'all. We
God
thank
bless
y'all.
y'all. Have a great day, and we very appreciative of y'all, man.
He said, "I'm gonna cover my bulletproof vest like Serv say."
Yeah, we need it going out there.
We stay on the good side of Algiers.
And don't let crawfish juice hit you in the eye.
All
Have a
right,
good
man.
day.
Have a great day. Have a great day. Have a great day. Have a great day, guys. I got you.